question they're asking me. This is the craziest party that could ever be. Don't turn on the lights, cause I don't wanna see. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way that I found out. Open up the window, let some air into this room. I think I'm almost choking from the smell of stale perfume. And that cigarette you're smoking, I'll scare me half to death. Open up the window, sucker, let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun, son. That ain't the way to have fun. Shit, son. Oh, yeah. Someone's knocking at the door. I'm looking at my girlfriend, she passed out on the floor. I've seen so many things I ain't never seen before. Don't know what it is, I don't want to see no more. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. She said that ain't the way to have fun, son. That ain't the way to have fun, no. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama. I must have whiskey on me now. Why? Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama. I must have whiskey on you know why. Yeah. Or show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way
There you go. Starting out the morning with a little blast from the past, late 60s. Really enjoy that song, Mama Told Me Not to Come. That's from Three Dog Night. But, of course, I thought I'd play something that people might actually remember. A little bit of Doors doing Alabama song. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big Doors fan. Never have been. I personally think Jim Morrison was a hack that got by on his looks more than anything else. His poetry sucks. But that song has a special fondness for me. When we used to get out of the call center, we'd rush across the street to see how many drinks we could get in before the bar closed. And normally, we'd get off at 2 o'clock if we did VTO, which is voluntary time off. You know, sometimes we'd get out of there maybe midnight, maybe 1 in the morning. And so we'd run over there and see how many drinks we could get in. Well, there was a girl who kind of liked me. She was a cutie. And I knew she was in the bar because she'd play the Alabama song. And she would come around the second verse. And she'd come up and say hi and then sing to me, "Oh, show me the way to the next little girl," and have that fuck me look on her face. And yeah, it took a while. It's not that she was unattractive. It's just sometimes when women come on to you like that, there's a whole lot of crazy. And I wanted to make sure she wasn't carrying any extra baggage around. So, yeah, sex was had. And I hope she enjoyed it. There's really not a finish to that story. And we fucked.
Well,
the end.
I was going to be like, if there was no finish to that story, I mean, at least did you finish?
All over face, neck, and chest. But that's a different story.
No, it's really not. Not in this case, Doc.
You know, and it's kind of weird because I'm not going to say that I'm attractive because I'm not. And I was overweight most of my life. And there were just, I don't know what it was. Maybe I got personality, you know. Because usually that's the doomsday phrase. When somebody's like, "Hey man, I'd like to set you up with this girl." "Oh, really? Cool. What's she like?" "Well, she's got a wonderful personality."
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, women, I guess, like guys who do have a sense of humor, and who,
Yeah.
and eventually know how to fuck. So I'm okay with that.
Eventually.
Yeah, you know, I am kind of a tease when it comes to that kind of stuff. If I know it's a one-nighter, it's a one-nighter. But if it's somebody that's like, hey, we might be able to have fun together, I will not fuck on the first date. Wifey was like, "Oh yeah, we had sex the first date," and I was like, "No, we didn't." If you remember, there was a lot of kissing and some groping going on, but there was no sex. And she was like,
Doc ain't that easy, ladies. You hear that?
Yeah, you got, when you actually buy the ticket, then you can ride the ride. But until then, yeah, I mean, I do like to kind of get to know people. I'm a sappy old boomer like that.
No, I'm the same way. Like, I'll fall for somebody's, I know this is going to sound so fucking stupid, but I'll fall for somebody's personality before I fall for their face, you know?
Well, I've always said that that you have to turn me on in my mind before I turn you on in bed. That's just how it's got to be, because I hated waking up next to women who were just like vapid wasteland of idiocy. I like somebody that I could talk to afterwards. If it was just
Yeah.
fucking get out, it was fucking get out. But it was something like, hey, let's see if we can carry on a conversation. If we can't carry on a conversation, back then you had no chance scoring with me. Nowadays, well, I'm a serial monogamist, so you're not going to be able to score with me there either. So
I've tried to not be a serial monogamist. I can't help it.
it's
It's an issue.
people think it's something, and I know I've had the conversation with Pinoid previously about how men have the proclivity to divide and conquer, sleep with as many women as possible, and yeah, that's just not in my brain.
I mean, sure, men can. Same as women can. Men can do it without as many negative connotations.
Yeah. And when men are called whores, it's a term of endearment.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, a man slept with a lot of women. Yeah, he's a man's man. A woman has slept with a lot of men. Oh, she's a gross whore. It's always been one of those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But that's just the inner feminist in me, talking. So don't mind me too much. I'm all about fuck who you want to fuck. Just be safe and smart about it.
Oh, this is funny. I talked to somebody that I went to school with, and I basically admitted to her that I would have liked to have slept with you, and she was like, "Well, I was kind of interested in you, but you were going out with this chick named Kelly," and I'm like, "Yeah, I was," and she was like, "Hey, did you know there's this one time we went over to your friend's Dave's house, and she was there and I was there, and we just had a threesome." And I'm like, "Do you have any pictures?" I was like, "God damn, that would have been I would have been the meat in that man sandwich." I tell you what.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Because they were attractive. They still are. Both of them are still gorgeous. I mean, they're in their 50s and they're still knockouts. MILFs, or would they be GILFs if they're in their 50s?
Well, it depends. Do they have children or grandchildren?
I don't think either one of them has grandkids, and I don't think either one of them have had kids.
Well, then they're just women. Cougars, I guess, could be an apropos term.
Well, they could scratch my post. Well, not really, because I could not fuck around on the wifey. Yeah, I'm an anachronism. I'd have been okay in the 50s. So good morning, Kadun.
Hey, Doc.
And Kadun is on location currently.
Sup, bitches?
So yeah, let's go ahead and do the good mornings, and then I'll throw the link out there, and we'll see who stops by, shall we?
Okay, let me just do mine real quick, because I'm not doing the individual names. I'm just gonna go. Sup, all you bitches. There we go.
Well, you're on location. You can't be expected to.
Well, that, and on top of that, I'm still fighting whatever fucking illness slammed me in my fucking face.
Yeah. Well, you're a little gravelly.
Yeah, just a bit. I'm definitely a lot better than I was, that I have been, but it's still pretty rough.
Like when you sent me the last will and testament video.
I'm dying. Oh shit! I forgot. Don't make me laugh.
I was gonna say, if I would have had some chicken soup, I would have brought it by.
It's fine, Doc. I know.
So, here we go. Good morning, Buzz of the Hive. Good morning, Turish. Good morning, Sir Adamantine. Good morning, Shamus Darby. Good morning, Nim. Good morning, Smoking Rat. Good morning, Tim Wheeler. Good morning, Lucky Skunk. And you know what? I do want to ask you about that later on, because she changed it from Lady Los Tejas, Lonby. Good morning, Everyday Man. Good morning, Fat Andy. And good morning, Ms. Murder.
What's up, bitches?
There you go.
Yeah. Like, y'all get the overall sub, because Kadant, her mental capacity is not too standard at the moment. I mean, I could probably do it if I really thought about it, because honestly, like, the secret to me doing like each of the individual names most of the time is I run your voice back in my head, Doc. And I know that probably sounds weird, but you have a certain cadence in which you start listing the names and stuff off that make it easy for me to mentally follow, and I can just replay it back in my head.
Well, it's and I do use a specific cadence too. So, you a smart youngin'. You caught on to that. By the way,
don't tell anybody I'm smart.
Yeah, well,
don't reveal my secrets, Doc.
You have a secret intelligence. So, Calder Krill's on day 5.
Oh, congratulations, Calder Krill.
He is halfway to the point of becoming one of the to joining the Hall of the Immortals as the Intergender Champion of the World. And who knows, if he makes it to day 9, he will join the Hall. And if he makes it to day 10, he'll become the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But we'll see how that goes.
People?
Cat,
do you hear that? You have to stop him.
Cat, I'm telling you what. You know, I'm doing this radio thing here, right? Yeah. Don't give me that look. You can fuck right off. Unless you want to come up on the lap and lay down. Then you can come up here. But you have to shut up. You want to come here? Oh, and you're looking at me like you don't understand? Fuck off. Goddamn cat. Good morning to William Stenchever. Come here. Yeah, you can look as cute as you want. Jump up here, dumbass. There you go. And I grab you by your legs and plop you down. There. Okay. I put my hand around your neck, and that's all you ever want out of life, is to lay on my lap and have me choke you out. I had a girlfriend like that once. That's a longer story. Restraining orders were involved.
I don't think we need to know this, Doc.
Yeah. Well, no, it was the opposite way. She was the kind where you had trouble wearing shirts the next day because she clawed the fuck out of you. No, I mean, I'm okay with a little scratching, but I am not a goddamn scratching post.
Since when?
Like I'd go to like in college, we did have the ability to like hit the showers and stuff after we did our workouts in the morning, and people would be like, "Oh, it looks like you had a good night." I'm like, technically, no, not really. I mean, if getting mauled by a bear is fun, then yeah, okay, I guess you got me there. But yeah, that wasn't that's not a happy thing. Okay, so the super secret DM has the link.
Oh, there you go.
And that's off and away. Wait a minute. I should ask. Buzz, are you at work? Because I would be interested in finding out if you were. And Lady Lawnby, if you want to, if you have a story about why you did the name change, I would be happy to throw you out a link. Because I'm always curious. I know there are people out there who chronically change their names. And then there are people like myself who just stick, never make a change. Now in Discord, people will change my name. And sometimes I'll change my name. But as far as it goes, when it comes to the YouTubes or dicking around on Twitter, that drives me fucking nuts. When somebody just basically completely changed their name, and it's like, well, I don't remember what your ad is, dumbass. How am I going to find you? And I blame Disky Fringo. He does that all the goddamn time. Then again, he keeps getting booted off of Twitter, and you know he goes allegedly to an alt. Let's see. So yeah, I guess we are boring now, and there's nobody jumping in.
I apologize. It's probably because I'm dying and they're afraid they're going to catch my illness via the internet.
Now the interwaves or the interwebs can make you pause.
Yeah, I mean, people could just be like busy doing their own thing. One never knows, you know.
Well, I don't know if Addy is doubled up, but he is in the chat. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Ichabod said that he was going to come on. Let me send a link to him real quick.
Well, he should already have the link.
I know.
Little dick. Goddamn coon.
But yeah, you know, I don't know. Can you actually put a group chat on mute?
Yes. You can mute the conversation.
So yeah, I mean that could that could be the case. Although I am kind of excited about the project that I'm playing with right now. I don't know if I should bother to show anybody.
I mean, why not?
Okay. Oh, moon of Alabama.
All I know is I hope somebody joins soon, so that this way I don't feel as bad about possibly dipping and sleeping, because I'm about to take me some medicine.
Well,
and by medicine, I mean hot tea with a splash of liquor in it.
Don't forget the honey.
Oh, and of course, honey.
Take care of yourself.
No.
Please?
Never.
Bah.
How are you been, Ichabod?
Good morning.
A wide variety of not doing well and doing okay.
Wait a second. I haven't done this to you in forever because you haven't been around in forever. How you doing, Big Daddy? Big Daddy Coon right there.
Oh, God.
Everybody, I want you all to say hi, Big Daddy Coon.
Never saying that.
I will defer, because that could mean many things at this point. Okay, so there, up on the screen, you guys will see it as we're talking. This is what I'm playing with right now. I'm upping the level of difficulty again. I won't call it an inner circle. I refuse to call it an inner circle. This is just the people that I mean, I would say everybody on here is part of the IRS family. Because they've contributed quite a few hours on the shows.
Well, and on top of that, there's some of the people that we will constantly link without question. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if we see them in the chat, we'll definitely throw a link out to them. The only thing we're trying to figure out right now, I don't know, Ichabod, can you see it?
Oh, is it on the stream thing?
Yeah, I also put it in the super secret DM link too.
Oh yeah, the quote-unquote super secret DM.
Yeah.
It's not a secret anymore. Everybody knows it exists.
Well, yeah, that was kind of intentional.
Yeah. I almost live with the sarcasm font button locked in place. By the way, good morning, Sparky.
Howdy, Sparkles.
Oh, geez, plenty of people there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Magic the Gathering style cards.
Yeah.
Nope.
Which I'm probably gonna expand out, do a border, just as another lead-in, another opening, and I'm gonna call it Insomnia the Gathering.
Ironically, hang on, let me go back to the Twitter group. I can show you something neat.
And by the way, everybody's gonna have a special ability.
Yeah, no, it's a... Yeah. There it is.
I already know what Ichabod says.
Is it the lyrics to I love it when you call me Big Papa?
No.
No, it's the Coon Vanish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can write that. That's going to be easy. This is the hardest part coming up. Everybody's like, well, comping all this stuff in must be difficult. And, once you get on a roll, it's really not. Because there are 3 composites per card, 15 cards. So, 45 composites? So...
Don't ask me questions I don't know the answer to.
Yeah. I don't math this early, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it's not really tough because the backgrounds for the cards were where you put in what the special ability is. It is the same that you use for the backgrounds on the heads. So I didn't have to fill anything in. And I only had to crop I had to crop out the background on 3 of the pictures because all these other ones I have stored. So, life is good. Sparky, I don't know what cards these are. I have no clue.
Yeah, they're
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Are they?
Jesus, hi, Sparky.
Hey.
Howdy, Sparkles.
Good morning, Sparky.
Howdy to that.
But yeah, I actually had a custom magic card made.
Is it you?
It is. It's in the Twitter DM.
Oh, okay. We'll take a look at that.
I actually have a app that will allow me to make custom Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I have one for magic cards, but that's about it.
By the way, good morning to Gaming and Yelling in the chat. You lazy ass, you know where the link
Shut
is?
Spigot. Well, how about this, guys? Well, you guys go look this stuff up and do a thing. I'm gonna go die.
Now, don't do the dying part.
But I'm gonna win.
But no, you can't win that battle.
Yes.
No.
I win.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fight me.
No.
Kadant.
Ichabod.
Kadant. If you die before me, you give me a free pass to do it myself.
No,
Remember?
I don't. No.
Yes, that was part of the deal.
No, that's only if I die by doing it myself.
No,
remember? Yeah.
As long as you're still living, I'm not allowed, and as long as I'm still living, you're not allowed.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Is like
Once that ends, it's all bets off.
Yeah, but you said like that was if I did it through non-natural causes, and this is natural. This is natural selection. You can't fight that.
Taking care of yourself, if it would prevent this disease from killing you, counts as killing yourself. Because with treatment, you would survive.
I am treating myself with the means that I have available to myself.
Would that means be
Well,
80
then
proof?
you're not going to die.
Yes, actually, Doc.
Well, then you're not allowed to die.
Yeah, because, alcohol, it's been proven, burns out disease.
Seriously, go take care of yourself, though.
No.
Kadant.
Never.
There might be some grounding going on.
We're fucking both dying live on stream. See, we don't need the passes because we're just gonna die together live right here on the stream.
Worst I've got's a headache from coughing too much. I'm used to it.
I should change this to the hack stream.
Well, you two stop dying because I don't want to join you guys. I just lived another day to meet Buddy One, so.
Fat Andy in the chat says, lol, Kadant, you sound like Lucille Ball. Say, Ricky, I want to be in the show.
Ricky, I want to be in the show.
Nah.
That doesn't sound like Lucille Ball.
There's not enough whine in your voice to sound like Lucille Ball.
There's ways to make me whine.
I'm aware.
Fuck. Okay. Okay.
Go.
But yeah, happy belated birthday to you, Sparkles. Happy belated birthday.
When the fuck was your birthday, Sparky?
To you, Sparkles.
An hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Fucking cunt.
It was just yesterday.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have done something.
He had a birthday stream. I just couldn't do anything.
I don't think I'm actually subscribed to Sparky.
I'm sub, but I didn't get shit for notifications. It's been happening to me left and right.
It's okay. I never even get notified for this stream, Doc.
Yeah, I didn't get notified for this either.
Like, I get notified for, like, random streams that almost never happen, but not this one.
Okay, well, none of you guys can't say I put out any warning for it because I put links for the stream and the Hangout links for the stream in Discord, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yeah, that explains why you had some of the people on there that you had.
Yeah, I don't follow you, man.
Oh,
yeah, you
do. That's more effort than I put into it.
That's weird because I didn't get a notification for any of that shit.
Well, I don't know on YouTube, but I know you follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't get any trouble on Twitter either, though.
Yeah, well, go subscribe, Ichabod.
Sparky doesn't do, like, the kind of content I watch, so it'd be an empty subscription.
Nah, it's fine.
It'd be supporting.
Well, of course I support him. If he wants to ever do a stream and, like, I know about it ahead of time, I'll share it out. But, like, if I'm not going to watch the content, subscribing is not... Like, I wouldn't expect Sparky to subscribe to my channel, because, like... I mean, you wouldn't watch, would you?
I watched a couple of your streams.
Okay, fair enough. Fine. I'll give it a shot. How about that, Sparky?
Just make him feel like shit, Sparky. See how?
Yeah. You're probably one of 5 people that's actually watched my streams. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, now you got 272. I am officially subscribed to you now, Sparky.
Oh, yay. Actually,
I'll see what I can do about it.
Actually, I'm going to say this right now. I'm probably going to be stopping uploading content and streaming here in the next couple weeks. It depends on how the next couple days go.
For the next couple of weeks or in the next couple of weeks?
Until I get moved, if I get this place.
Okay, so it's not gonna be a permanent thing. It's just till you can get a new connection set up.
Yeah.
Okay, because like we have been losing some creators here lately, and
oh no, I'm not jumping ship from the platform. The whole apocalypse bullshit deal does not affect me in the slightest.
Never been monetized, probably never gonna be.
Yep.
Never
That's
had it,
okay.
never will.
To be fair, Doc passed me in subs here recently.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You know, when it gets to the top of the next month, my subs will magically drop down again. It happens every month. When I start a new month, I lose like 3 to 6 subs.
Doc, you actually make good content. I make canned bullshit and a stream that nobody watches. Except apparently Sparky.
I watched the stream when you were going outside saying, yes, I think I can see the tornado coming.
Oh, the fucking tornado stream. Jesus Christ.
I was one of the few that was watching that. Because I was doing the same bullshit here.
Oh yeah, no, I was at the point of, you know what? Fuck it. Tornado, come do it. Do it. Pussy storm, no balls.
Hey guys.
And it didn't hit here. Linwood was wiped out, but didn't touch Baldwin.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Take it on.
I'm gonna go do this thing. And I'm gonna go die now. And die adore you all. And be good bitches.
Get you some
At
sleep.
least try not to die.
Well,
I guarantee nothing.
well, but you know, she has a busy day of wenching tomorrow. So there's some wenchery that's gonna happen.
Oh, Jesus. Did I tell you about the chaos that I have to be a part of?
You peripherally mentioned the furry thing.
No, not even a furry thing. It's BronyCon.
Oh, it's BronyCon. Oh God.
The last BronyCon.
Oh my. Like ever?
Mm-hmm. The series is ending here recently, so they're doing the very last BronyCon this year in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, because I was gonna say, Star Trek was well over when I went to their first con in 1975. So,
are you expecting bronies to have the longevity of Star Trek?
Dude, you never know.
God, I hope they don't. Please don't. Just die already.
The one thing that I am glad about is that when my wife's transgender daughter when she decided to transition, all of a sudden had no interest in My Little Pony. So there was a benefit.
Fair enough. I don't know, man. I'm not exactly a brony myself. I'm not a brony. I'm not a furry. These are not my wheelhouses.
Do you watch?
I don't know a goddamn thing about it.
Do you watch any of it?
No, I have not watched but one episode to see what people were freaking out about, and I was like, nah, I'm done. I have no reason to watch this. I am well aware friendship is not magic. Most of the time, friends turn out to be dicks.
Is there such thing as dick magic, though?
It'd be interesting.
Well,
Can you imagine how different Harry Potter would have been if they had to cast spells from their dicks?
Better. I could see Voldemort doing the helicopter shooting lightning bolts. That'd be
I don't know. Huh?
I'd be
Okay, and this stream took a turn.
Oh my.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the last ever BronyCon because I have to fight a dude.
Well, like boxing kind of fist fighting.
I mean, the only rules that they established were that the only way to lose is to give up, tap out, or go unconscious. So
They're going back 20 years and taking Fight Club rules.
Yeah, basically Fight Club rules, which is going to be a bad idea for them. But if I win, I get something out of it. So fuck it.
Well, wait a minute.
How
did you get yourself wrapped up into this? Because you have mentioned before that you are a lover, not a fighter.
Oh no, I said I'm a lover and a fighter.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting a little too old to be roughhousing with the internet. I'm more or less doing this because it's a friend that wants to fight.
Okay, so it will be a gentleman's boxing event.
Oh hell no.
Well, no, I mean, you guys aren't going for blood. There's no animosity, is there?
Do you remember who you're dealing with, Doc?
Well, I don't know. You said it was a friend.
Well, yes, it's a friend.
A friend that needs the piss beat out of him?
I sincerely hope that he gives up. That's all I'm saying on that particular matter.
Are you trying to beat enlightenment into them?
Enlightenment is not the phrase I would use.
Sense?
That's similar to enlightenment. No. It's just a situation of he wants to fight. I'm okay with the concept. Somebody's going to record it, and then I'm going to have to apologize, I have no doubt.
You could just hashtag me to it before the fight even starts. It's a thing.
Are you? Did you just tell me to rape him?
Maybe.
I mean, that would be an effective tactic, but going a little far there, Doc.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you would get simpy then.
That's going Addy rules.
No, I have a feeling that Addy would be like, no, you have to just jump on it, repeat, lather, rinse, repeat. I'm not really putting that much effort into it.
Well, I did a little bit of boxing when I was younger. Usually I was a sparring opponent, not actually anybody training, but it did come to the point where I learned how to deal with larger opponents, and he's a little bit taller than me. That said, it's one of those people where I feel that they're going to flinch, and that's where they're going to lose this. Because I have nothing against the guy. But usually when somebody, let's say, I don't know if Sparky would do it, but let's say Sparky punched me in the left side, right in the chest, right?
Okay.
I'm going to cough up blood. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's like somebody tiny that hits me in that side. It's going to jar my rib cage and my lung, and it's going to cause some stuff to detach, and I'm going to cough up blood. That's going to spook him. And his natural reaction is going to be, oh, Jesus Christ, did I just kill a man? Are you okay? And then I'm going to punch him in the jaw.
So are you gonna?
I usually don't.
Are you
I
gonna?
usually don't stop until you don't move.
Well, that's kind of the thing, Sparky. We kind of share that philosophy. But what he neglected to really understand is the concept that he never specified a boxing match. Which means I'm just going to use grappling if he tries to stay on his feet. And if he goes to the ground, I'm going to continue to use grappling.
Now, do you guys have like a gym or something that you're meeting at, or are you gonna go sharks and jets in the park?
There is literally no way I can legally disclose that information.
Oh. Are you gonna take video of it?
We gotta. I don't want an adult anymore. I feel like I missed things. I just got here. You did. You missed my fucking birthday. So did everyone else, Bobo.
Wait a minute.
I was
That's
uninformed,
fire,
motherfucker.
That's fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget.
Happy late birthday, you cunt. I'm sorry I missed it.
That's all good.
Yeah. I'd have been there. I was actually doing a lot of nothing but watching a lot of shitty shit.
No, do you know? Do you know something? Do you know how it kind of made me feel today a little bit? So I put out a birthday stream. Okay, all my friends jump in. I send out links to all my friends, and then I send out links to just out in Twitter and out in Discord and the chat. And the only people I had jump on was Zell, Tush, and Octane Gamer.
I never got a link.
I don't.
I never sent them a link either.
I know.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you expect me to focus on your things. I can barely focus on my things. I have to pee. I will be right back. Han, do you want to take over for a little bit, or should I just mute? Okay.
You. No, I mean, yeah, I'm old, Sparky.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just giving you guys shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make you feel bad for making me feel bad.
You're not gonna do that. But no, for some reason I get DMs from like several people. It's like, why'd you let this person on the show? And it's like it was an open invite. He found the link, he came on. There you go. It was an open invite.
Yeah, I had a couple people give me shit for having William on last night, and it's like,
And
Stench ever had never been here before, so open the door, let him come in.
And
he kind of shit up the stream.
Who did?
William Stench ever.
Oh.
He's in the chat.
and
Yeah, and it was kind of what was expected, except for the fact that he kept over talking people. And he's seen this show enough to know that you can get out your point, or if you want to bust balls, then if somebody wants to come back at you, you don't overtalk them, because you have to be able to give as good as you get. And by the way, I didn't say it, but good morning to I Don't Want to Adult Anymore, and welcome to the stream, Sir Adamantine.
Hi, Doc. Hey, Sparky.
hey, Eddie.
Sexy raccoon.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing, you big throbbing bird, you?
But no, it's like I got a lot of shit for having Zell on today on my stream. It's like, and so what?
Hey, next time, if you want me on a stream, send me a link directly. It'll ping my phone.
Okay, I will remember to do that. So
I would appreciate that.
So note to self, every time I do a stream, send Ichabod a link.
You're going to get me on, and you're not going to actually want me on, and that will be your own mistake.
No, hey, I have been enjoying those little streams of consciousness ones that you've been doing. The ones that are like 5-10 minutes long.
What?
The ones that you have been doing, the short videos.
Oh, the short videos.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Oh man,
He's correct. He doesn't even remember doing his own stuff.
I can't.
Good
Like,
goddamn, you're not older than me yet. You can't claim Alzheimer's.
oh, it's not Alzheimer's. I'm not sure what it is, but I am having trouble remembering stuff. I got a bunch of shit for a video I did about why I don't like the plus in LGBTQ.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a goddamn thing about making that video.
Why?
I have no idea.
Because it's not worth remembering, maybe? I don't know.
No.
Sparky, none of my content is worth remembering.
No, I thought it was a nice point that you made, that it's essentially that plus just opens the floodgates and negates any type of specialness that they formerly had.
It's not even the point of being special or even exclusive. It's the concept that if you make a vague statement, anybody can claim responsibility for it. It's like when there's a terrorist attack in some random country, and some random terrorist group ends up claiming a responsibility for it when it turns out it was for a completely different purpose. It's adding a plus to something actively weakens it because you invite anybody into it. By doing so, you take people who have been trying to fight for their own rights since the 60s, and you proceed to throw them under the bus for the hot new thing, which is beyond irritating. Some guy tried to point out that it involves agender and asexual and some other intersex people. And you know what? I understand the point that you're trying to make. You want to be inclusive to fucking everybody. And it's fine. You can be inclusive to whoever the hell you want, but do be fucking specific and quit being lazy about it. Because if you're going to be lazy, then you get people like the fucking zoophiles that I've had to been dealing with for a few days because they decided to poke Leo, or the goddamn pedophiles that I've been dealing with since June of 2016 because they decided that love is love and that includes an adult and a child, which it fucking doesn't. That's not love, that's rape for those of you listening.
Yeah,
and they're inviting the maps to act like that, the zoophiles, the people who think rape is a gender.
Personally, I think the LGBTQ list was far too long before the plus came along.
It's always been too long. They just need to have different groups for each particular subsection rather than one big group that continues to step in its own fucking mouth and bust its own teeth out so it can swallow more stupidity.
Well, I mean, just look at the obvious. How can you get more different? And I'm not just talking functionally, I'm talking culturally, than a lesbian and a gay guy. I mean, that is literally night and day.
I just okay. Maybe it's just the cis, mostly white male in me, but isn't gay?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, not when you're placing it on one end to a woman and one end on a man. I mean, they tend to be very different. That man tends to, no, they're not at all alike.
They're really not.
And they're really not inclined. Cultures. They're generally, I mean, this is very broadly speaking, but they're generally not inclined to get along either.
Oh, that's because lesbians are constantly trying to kick men out when the gay men are just like, sure, come, hang out. And then they proceed to take over a bar and ruin it. Because they're fucking bitter old hags. I don't want to deal with lesbian women anymore.
Well, speaking of bitter old hags, I threw a link out to Pinoid. Good morning, Pinoid. And I don't, Fire, I don't know where you're at on the YouTubes or on the interwebs, like They're twitter.
Hang on.
Are you
I'll
trying to
be
get
back.
fire?
Yeah,
Are you
if
trying
she
to get
wants to
fire
come
a
on.
link? I'll shoot it. Fire, it's on the way.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, I'll be back.
Okay. And,
Later, Sparky.
and good morning, Jeffrey Albrecht. Enoid is never bitter. He's a gorilla. He can't be. But yeah, forgive my ignorance on it, but I've been around the communities, and yeah, there seems to be quite a bit of viciousness that goes between.
It's earned.
But I never understood why, if they're following with the I'm someone who wants to be with the same sex, even if you are not that sex, and those people want to be with the same sex, wouldn't you want to play Voltron and combine and form the Megazord?
I think you might be looking at it the wrong way, Doc, because lesbians act overly masculine for women, and again, broad generalizations, and gay guys act overly effeminate for men. They're both trying to escape, but the other one's embracing.
Lesbians have cock envy, and gay guys tend to have vagina envy.
Or that.
And by the way, how come I get called a bitter old hag? I'm not neither am I a female nor old.
It's a good lead in. By the way, good morning. Welcome to the stream, Pinoid.
What up, my brothers? How the fuck y'all doing?
Welcome to the hack stream, now with 30% more phlegm.
Happens. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, dude, lesbians, they're like legitimately. I honestly, truly believe there's no such thing as a lesbian. Like, they're just females who legit, haven't been raised properly, and have all types of cock envy, and they really want fucked properly by a dude, but they just don't have the ability to fucking surrender.
Well,
man, the concept that I'm talking about isn't like lesbians as a sexuality. It's lesbians as a community. They have a nasty tendency to just outwardly be 100% hateful to anything men. And there are some smaller groups not that bad, but my god.
Ichabod, do you mean their Fight Club mentality?
No, I mean I want to suck a dick, but I'm so fucking mad about it, I'm gonna bite it off instead because you happen to have too much body hair or something. They will find the most arbitrary, asinine, and ridiculous reasons to hate somebody for no fucking reason just because they're angry. And it is the most irritating crap I have ever had to deal with.
Well, that's that's lesbians in general. They're they're very bitter, angry people, and they wish that they legitimately they want to surrender, but society has set them up in a position where they can't.
Yeah. I don't think it's society that set them up. I mean,
it is
because
we put women on a pedestal and told them that they can be men basically, and they can't, right? But they really believed that shit and doubled down and tried to be dudes, and now they really are painted themselves into a corner where it's either they bow out and suck a cock, or they just double down and try to fuck other chicks.
See, the part that really irritates me is the antagonism from them. If they dump the antagonistic behavior, I wouldn't give a shit. I don't care. Go tongue some pussy all you fucking want. I don't give a good goddamn fuck. If you are not actively causing me harm, I don't care what you go do with your fucking life. But quit being a prick to me because I have a penis.
Well, have you ever tried fighting them?
Yes.
What are you talking about? Fist fighting them?
Yes.
Why?
Because they need to understand their place.
How badly did you get your ass kicked, Ichabod?
Well, they fucked up my jaw pretty bad, but I was the one that got carted away because I broke her arm.
yo, man, nah, like, here's what you do, right? What you do is you don't have to actually fight them, right? You
She
just grab
hit
a
me
hold of
with a
them.
bottle. She put
Yeah, I
herself
don't care. Like, yo, they could
in
try
a
to hit you or
situation
whatever.
where she was trying to kill me. There's
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna be a puss about that. That was a
No. You don't have to be a
non-gratuitous
pussy. Like, here's what I did. Like, I grabbed a hold of one of those bull dykes and I put them over my head, right? Like, you know, remember like that old Hulk Hogan, like you lift the bitch to fuck up, lift that fucking person to fuck up off the ground, like half over your head.
Like
And
She'd have
like
knifed
the
me in
broad,
the
the
back,
broad
gorilla
just
press
Penoid.
the
slam.
broad just pissed themselves. You know what I mean?
She'd have
And like
knifed
they
me in the
surrendered.
back, Penoid.
She what?
She'd have knifed me in the back.
You know, you missed the simple exit plan in this, Ichabod. What you do is you hand her a 20 and say, I want an oil filter with the change.
Sometimes you're put in a situation where you're required to fight, and you're required to fight without limits. If somebody's actively trying to kill me, there's no situation where I'm not going to go and do the best I can to disable that person. That was the problem. She hit me with a bottle. She was using a deadly weapon. She had got me much harder. The bottle would have broken. She'd have started stabbing at me. So it was a situation of, do I let this random person I've never met beat me to the point of death, or do I snap her fucking arm and walk away?
It's a female. Like, they're not even people. Like, you just grab them and like fucking like monkey dump them.
Well,
Like, yo, they're
that's
not
not the
able
point,
to like defend themselves.
Penoid, that's not the point. It's a person, but it doesn't really matter if it's a person. In that situation, you are not a person to me. You're an obstacle of danger that I need.
It's
to
not
overcome.
about that. I'm saying like you should be able to manhandle the shit out of it because it's not really a person.
No, it's not the concept. It's anybody.
It's basically like fighting a child.
Anybody trying to kill you is going to get you should get the exact same treatment as anybody else trying to kill you.
No. If you can't kill me, you're not going to get that treatment. Like, say, if Addy came after me, like, he'd get fucked up bad, right? Because, like, he's a giant motherfucker. He's like, you know what I mean, 6 foot fucking 400, you know what I mean? Right? Like 6 foot 400 inches. Like, that motherfucker's like ridiculously tall and giant. He's a Viking. Addy comes after me with a knife. Yeah, by all means, I'm going to beat him with a bat. Because I don't want to get hurt by a Viking, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? But it's a whole different animal. Like, say, you know, if like I don't know, I'm trying to think who's a little motherfucker on goddamn you, like Ace. Like, if Ace comes after me, I'm probably just gonna like put my hand out in his forehead, and, like watch him like swing his arms around and shit. You know what I mean? Right? Because you know he's a little dude. You know what I mean? Like, come on, homie, you hug him out. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to really hurt you. Same thing with a lesbian. Like, come on, ma, I really don't want to motherfucking hurt you. Don't be dumb.
Clearly, you haven't seen some lesbians.
I have. Like, yo, my fucking ex-mother-in-law, she was a goddamn fucking lesbian bitch. You know what I mean? Like, a legit lesbian bitch. Like, she thought she was really built like that. And she was never actually.
You're cutting out, man.
You're roboting, Penoid.
Damn it.
But
yeah, like, yo, you grab a hold of one of them motherfuckers and let them know the situation.
By the way, good morning to Gulf City Outlaw in the chat.
Yeah. We take some vastly different approaches.
I don't know. I mean,
like,
I'm completely in agreement with you need to apply equal force. But
well, she hit me with a bottle. I assumed breaking her arm was equal force.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. I remember I got caught in a brawl in a fucking bowling alley once. And I'm sitting there beating this guy, in the, getting ready to put his head in the fucking ball return. And all of a sudden, something jumps on my back and immediately goes for my eyes. I don't even... the first thing I do is I just swing back behind me. You know? I just punch right over my shoulder, and the only thing I hear is, ah! Falls to the ground. I turn around, and it was his girlfriend jumping on me. And I had scratches on my fucking face. I mean, she was trying to claw my goddamn eyes out.
She attacked you. It makes no difference that she's a woman at that point, as far as I'm concerned.
That's the only woman that I ever hit.
If it's a situation of it's somebody's just squaring up, they don't have a weapon, they're not doing serious physical damage, I don't care. I'll let you take your swings because you're not going to do a whole lot of damage. That's not the problem. The problem is when they have a weapon and they've already hit me with that weapon. That's all bets are off. I don't care if you're a man, a woman, a teenager who's drank a little too much and decided you're going to be a cunt about it. That's not how it works. You've tried to kill me. I now apply equal force. It's just neutrality.
I have to ask this because I've been in this position. When the bottle hit you, did it make a dunk sound?
Yeah, it just went boom. It's not like, okay, like the thing about a bottle is unless you hit it at just the right angle on something hard, it's not gonna fucking break. That's why I love seeing stupid college kids get really riled up at the bar and they'll bash it on the counter and it'll fucking bounce off because it's either made of plastic or it just didn't break. It's the funniest goddamn thing in the world when they just stare down at that bottle like, this is supposed to break.
Yeah,
well, you have to do that when it's empty,
dude,
and the cap has to be off.
Dude, I was in an MC clubhouse, and one guy got pissed in another, and he pulled a bottle of Jack Daniels, and proceeded to beat this motherfucker unconscious. And he was trying his best to break that goddamn bottle, and it would not break.
Yeah, they're pretty sturdy fucking bottles.
He didn't waste the actual whiskey, did he?
Yeah, but it did have the pour spigot on it, so not a lot came out.
But yeah, no, I lost 2 of my back teeth on one side from that little crack in the jaw. So yeah, broken bone for broken bone, the way I see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. That's basically a physical reenactment of equal rights.
Yeah, it is a physical enactment of equal rights.
And maybe an equal left or two.
You got to start with the left. You have to start with the left. You know what I'm saying? Work that jab and whatnot.
Oh.
I'm a southpaw.
I was gonna say if I hit.
So if I hit her with a left first, there wouldn't have been much left.
If I try to hit somebody nowadays, not only will it feel like a stiff breeze, but it's like kind of taking a paper cup and crushing it against the wall. That's pretty much how my hand would react at this point. So I'm like, hey, can I just buy you a beer? Let's not fight, shall we? I'm old. I'm brittle now.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't like getting hit anymore. It's not a fun experience. Like that's what I'm saying about like, yo, like she wouldn't have got that shot off. There would have been no way you hit me in the face with a bottle.
I wasn't even looking at her. When it comes to it, I wasn't even looking at her. It turns out, right, this whole situation escalated because apparently the girl she had brought with her had been talking to me all night rather than her because, like, she was bi. She wasn't gay. Like, she wasn't a lesbian. She was just bisexual. So she ends up coming and talking to me for the majority of the night because, I don't know, for some reason people like to fucking talk to me. There's no legitimate reason for it. I think you people are crazy for liking it. But, so she's talking to me. So all of a sudden, there's just a bottle blindsiding me in the side of the face. Like, if I'd have seen it coming, it wouldn't have happened. I'd have just, dealt with the situation before she got at me. But in this, it was, she was either going to crack me with the bottle again, or I was going to crack her back. And it's not exactly what I would call a proud moment, but it's a reality.
Oh, I feel you. I mean, like, I'm like, y'all know my stance on females. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will punch a bitch in the fucking mouth quick. And I mean, that's nothing new to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, like, it's more of like an embarrassment thing for me. Like, I feel like it's important that you embarrass the shit out of every broad that tries you to fuck out. And I think that's an important goddamn thing, to embarrass them like little kids and show them what the situation is. Mm-hmm. And see, this is where everybody goes, Tom Pease likes to beat women. I'm like, no, nigga. Like, yo, you never handle a child the same way you handle a full-grown man, right? Like, you don't sit here and like deal with a broad the same way you deal with a full-grown man. Like, yo, you're going about half speed. have power, whatever the case might be. I'm not really trying to swing for the fences. I don't want to really damage a motherfucker. I just want somebody to understand this is where we are. You need to know your position just like I know mine. It's the basic premise. Like, and lesbians are ridiculously retarded. They do the same shit over and over again and expect different results.
Well, what I think the only difference between you and me is I don't matter. Don't matter to me if it's some little dude. They get the same treatment as if I'm fighting a big dude. Like if it's some scrawny, scraggly little motherfucker and he hits me with a bottle, I'm gonna snap his fucking arm. Because then he can't hit me with the bottle again. It seems like a logical process to me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I had a little dude one time come up to me, right? And he was upset because all right, the whole story was this. I was downstairs, it was Valentine's Day, I was with my ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? And like I think she was pregnant at this point. And she's like, you need like upstairs are like banging around, whatever, like a dude's trying to kick a door in and shit. And she's like, you need to go handle that. And I'm like, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm minding my motherfucking business. Like whatever the fuck they do is their goddamn business. And she's like, you ain't getting no pussy unless you go upstairs and motherfucking handle that. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go upstairs and handle this. So I went upstairs and motherfucking like the dude's over here trying to kick this fucking door down to this goddamn broad and whatnot. And I'm like, bro, look here, man. You know what I'm saying? You fucking up my night. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some goddamn pussy, and my bitch is well fucking whining because you up here making all types of racket and shit. She's concerned or whatever the case might be. I personally don't give a fuck about you or your bitch, but you need to take a goddamn walk. And the dude, out of respect, he's like, I got you. You know what I mean? Like fucking, all right. And dude leaves. Well, he comes back like fucking 5 minutes later on the same dumbass bullshit. Well, you know what I'm saying? I had to go to fuck back upstairs again. This time, you know what I'm saying? I walked the nigga over to the goddamn door because like it's inside of like an apartment building. I walked him over to the door, and I mean, we're standing outside. The guy's like squared up to me, right? And like fucking, he's like behind him is some steps, like some concrete steps and shit. And behind me is a door. And he runs up and motherfucking pushes me, and he goes, "You probably fucking my girl too." Now, I was not fucking his girl, nor was I concerned about his girl. And I'm looking at the dude, and I'm like, come here, man. And I gave him a big old hug, and I was like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I can fuck your world up real bad right now, but I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not really interested in dealing with the police tonight and all the extra bullshit that comes with it. You need to take a motherfucking walk and go on about your goddamn business before I'm forced to do something goddamn drastic. You know what I mean? And he walked on about his shit, and I didn't have to deal with him till the next day. This is how the hell shit operates, and that's how you have to operate with ridiculous people who have no chance of really fucking doing anything to you.
I mean, he was right by some concrete steps. You could have just busted his head on him.
Yeah, I'd have fucked him up real bad. You know what I mean? And I outweighed him by a good, like, fucking 30, 40 pounds minimum. You know what I mean? And I had, like, 4 inches on the motherfucker.
Yeah,
all day long, he's getting dropped.
He pushed you, but he didn't really swing.
Yeah, because I wrapped him up before he did something stupid. See what I'm saying?
But if at the point where he actually swung,
he would have swung, and I'd still wrapped his dumb ass up, put him up against a fucking wall. I wasn't gonna fuck him up on some nonsense. I'd have hit him, he'd have fell down them steps and bust his head open. I would have went to jail for involuntary.
I mean, man, he just fell. I don't know what you're talking about. It was really sad because I think his head's dead. I think he might be dead. It was terrible to watch.
See, this is man. Nah, it's like I had a firefighter do the same shit. Firefighter come up, push me, go, "What are you gonna do, pussy?" Wrap that motherfucker up. And you know what? I had 2 bitches that night try to fuck me just because they was like, "Oh, see, you could have hauled off and cocked him. And all you did was hug him and motherfucking tell him to walk on about his business." Yo, see, you a respectable dude. See, that's how shit operates. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to a fucking lesbian dual-dyke bitch, you embarrass them the same goddamn way and you tell them, "No, you're a fucking child. You're not on my fucking level." Don't be retarded.
Guess we're just on different sides of that like thing. Because with me, they're embarrassed because they're crying because they snapped their fucking arm. I mean, it's just seems illogical. Because not only are they not going to swing, and I'm not taking the risk of them swinging again, they can't swing.
Well, now this makes me think back. You guys remember when Prodigy had the song out, "Smack My Bitch Up,"
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was like, "Oh, this is a cool video." For those who haven't seen it, it's a POV video to where the person's moving through the video and just wreaking havoc, wrecking shit, drinking, puking, macking on chicks who don't want anything to do with them. Now everybody was okay with it until it got to the very end of the song, and the person who was doing the POV looks in a mirror, and it's a female. And
wasn't that from the Charlie's Angels soundtrack?
Well, later, yeah, they used it later. Everybody was okay with it until that controversial ending showed up, and MTV had to pull it because of the fact that it was showing a female, basically assumed lesbian, because the POV character was trying to get with chicks all night. It was a slight against the lesbian community.
How is that a slight? Like, yo, broads can be just as fucking retarded as dudes.
Sometimes more so.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm not even trying to be a dick about that. It's just
I agree completely with you. You know me, man. Like, yo, I'm anti-female repeal to 19.
I know you are, but like the concept that it is, and it's one of the things that I have noticed is there's a nasty tendency for young, pretty things to think that they can just haul off and break shit and cold-cock somebody just because they're young and tiny and pretty, and it's not okay to hit somebody.
You mean female privilege?
Yes, basically female privilege. But then they go up to somebody like, let's say Penoid or me, and then they crack you with something that's basically a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
You're bleeding. Penoid.
Or not, just in general. In general, like, yo, they fucking come up and they fucking try to do some ridiculous shit. You know what I mean? Like, hit you with a piece of wood or a bat, or fucking they pull a knife on you or some dumb shit.
That's how you end up not being a pretty girl at the end of it, though.
But that's
well, like, yo, you're gonna catch the worst of the backhand you've ever seen in your life.
That's the difference between Penoid and me. At that point, you've already threatened my life. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you've come from. I don't care if you are male, female. I don't care if you're a fucking pixie from the goddamn Legend of Zelda universe. Doesn't fucking matter. You've attempted to threaten and end my life. I am taking your weapon if I can, and beating you until you're not moving if I can. Because you are an active threat until you are down. And it scares me to think of this concept, because I am honestly surprised that there's never been a situation with one of these little fucking... I sound like such a prick saying it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. One of these little twink lesbians that wants to swing a bottle on me and expects no fucking repercussions. That's a fucking potential death. A fucking couple inches higher, she would have hit me in the temple, and I'd be a corpse.
Can I just point out,
Ready to
Doc?
swing again.
Doc, this is probably the one and only time where Penoid is going to be the feminist.
Yo, I'm not even a feminist. I'm just like, yo, I don't consider females to be a threat to my life. Unless they have a gun, there is literally no chance they're gonna kill me. No chance. Nigga, I am 6 foot at the moment, 275. I bench fucking 320. There is no fucking way. And I boxed when I was younger. There's no way in the world you're gonna damage me to the point where you're gonna kill me. None. Never.
That's the difference between a Spinoid. You're a 6 foot man that can bench 300 pounds. I'm a 5'11" fucking cancer patient. They hit me in any of the right areas, I'm dead. So it becomes an active threat to me.
By the way,
And-
gentlemen, let's welcome Fire into the stream.
Hey, Fire.
Hello.
What up, Fire?
I can't fix my mic because his setup is weird, and I don't get it with his Streamlabs setup. So whatever.
You sound all right.
I'm fine.
Yeah. So let
Decent webcam.
let me ask you this, Fire. When's the last time that you had to smack a bitch up?
Huh? 7 years. I broke her driver's side window.
You were fighting with cars?
No, she ran to her car and I broke it.
Oh.
That's her own goddamn fault.
I mean,
I'm gonna leave it
and
at
here's the thing, like, yo, you can punch a broad, dude. Just don't do it in like the face, right? Like,
it was gonna be her face, but she dove into her car like a bitch.
well, see, a female can punch another female in the face, right? But like the rule is with females is that you don't hit them in the face, like, and just in general, like a good fight rule is go for the body first, right?
Alright.
Because it drops
yo.
their guard, but yeah.
Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying, like the head's wide open for whatever you want to do. If you want to like grab their head, pick them up, and dunk them into the fucking concrete, or you know what I mean, if you just want to like yoke them out,
Don't
you know what I
grab
mean?
the hair. That's really
It's a
Don't.
bitch move.
that's a bitch move.
then you're well. If you grab their hair, you might end up having to fuck them. You know what I mean? That
no,
might also
if
be
you
an
grab
issue.
the hair, you're just a bitch. I'm just saying.
Anyway, so in the context, am I really that fucking bad, Fire, for saying that?
I
Should-
couldn't hear any of it. I had to get this shit set up, so it's gonna last like 15 minutes. I am blank on, except for when Pinoy first joined.
Okay,
Yo,
well,
you should not be beating bitches till they don't move just because
it's
like
not
you get
beat
hit in
until
the head.
they don't move. It's disable the
look.
arm with the weapon.
You can just dead arm them. That works.
Well, like the
Arm.
thing of it is like she's ridden back to crack me again, right? So I just grabbed her by the damn wrist and then the elbow and just yanked.
Hey, Sparky.
That works.
Like it's
Yeah.
Have you ever been a part of the Slapaho tribe?
Once. But it didn't go to what you think.
well, it's just the concept of that arm had the weapon.
Who is waving?
Hello.
Who was
Somebody
waving?
waving at us in the background.
That's my fiance.
Hello, my
Let's just-
fiance.
Like,
Hello.
think about it, Spark. In this situation, this is the hand that has the weapon. Weapon is about to be used again.
Spark's a giant.
Okay, well,
Like, yo,
hey, hold on a sec. Wifey just came in because she can't sleep, and first question she asked is, "Did Sparky have a good birthday?" And I'm like, I'm looking at her like, "Why didn't
that's
you tell me?"
adorable.
Oh yeah, no Sparky even knew.
Is it your birthday, Sparky?
It was yesterday, about 2 hours ago.
Happy
from my
birthday,
time.
Sparky.
Thanks. And dog, I'm slowly fucking falling apart here. I might pass out soon.
Wow. Kadunk did
I
beat you to it.
Yeah, I got into an altercation with a female, but it was during a an accident. I was on scene with the fire department,
Yeah.
and she was severely inebriated.
Yeah, they usually are.
So we had her in the ambulance, and the plan was to keep her in the ambulance until the police showed up.
Yeah.
And she got combative.
Yeah.
And then she ended up face down onto the ambulance floor by me and two other people, and she got zip tied.
Yeah. See, like that's a situation where you've got somebody else there.
well, all right. How about Sparky? What are you? You're like 6'8", right? You're a giant ass motherfucker, right?
I'm 6'7", 220 pounds.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you work on diesel. You work on diesel motors for a living, right?
I walk on semis, yes.
Yeah, and like I know the parts for semis are fucking stupid heavy, you know what I mean? So you're a pretty strong dude you're a strapping lad as far as shit's concerned, right?
I guess I don't tend to test myself to the limit, but I
Well,
can handle myself.
I'm not saying you can handle yourself. I'm not saying you can fight. But what I'm saying is this, right? like somebody like fucking has say a weapon and a female has a weapon in their hand and they're trying to assault you, I'm 90% sure you could handle that without fucking like beating the bitch to a bloody pulp.
Again, no bloody pulp, just a broken arm.
Yo, you were saying I'm beating the bitch so she ain't moving. And I'm like, yo,
No,
look,
I'm
see, and
going
this
to
is where I get that. Like, yo,
disable-
motherfuckers think, like, yo, this is how they think about what I say. And I'm like, no, nigga, like, y'all don't understand how this operates. Like, yo, when I say discipline a bitch and I say correct a bitch, when I say fucking, you know what I mean, give her consequences for her actions, in no way am I saying beat this bitch like she's black and blue and gonna have, like, black eyes and broken noses and jaws and missing teeth. No, I don't want to make my bitch unpretty. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I just want that broad to understand that she fucked up. Like, yo, it's a whole different
What I'm saying
I
is,
don't want to hurt them. You know what I mean? You're
that's not
talking
the
about
point.
like fighting for your life, like against a female.
No, it is disabling the arm with a weapon. That's it.
Look, a female, to be fair, Peanut, a female with a knife can do every bit as much damage as a male with a knife can.
No, they can't. Broads
Or
don't
a
know how to
female with
handle
a gun.
themselves. They can't even handle a knife.
Or a female with a gun.
A knife is pretty much point and stab. It's pretty simple. You don't really need like a high degree of skill.
Yeah, do you know how many times I've had knives pulled on me?
Probably more than the rest of us combined.
We've got
Yes, absolutely,
AEW.
because like I cheat on bitches all the time. All right, so right, I've had knives put on me by bitches. I had knives put on me by my mom. All right, growing up, like legitimately, at no point has a knife ever motherfucking penetrated my skin but once, and that was in my leg. All right,
They're
there
not
is
going
no
at
way,
you, man.
no way you're getting that off. It's not happening.
Hell, they're not
Steve-
going at you that heavy then.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, that's kind of my point.
Like, yo, they
See-
legitimately are fucking trying to kill me at that point. Like, they are actually physically trying to fucking kill me. But broads don't really have the balls to do that. They're not made that way. They're just mad and throwing a hissy fit. That's really what they're doing. They're throwing a hissy fit, and so you treat them like a child who's throwing a hissy fit.
Okay.
You grab them up and you fucking, you know what I mean? You fucking might have to yoke them out a little bit, take the weapon off of them, you know what I'm saying? And toss them on the floor and tell them that they're a fucking child.
Well, no,
Pinoy,
Tom.
what do you
The
do?
discussion was mostly about being able to apply an equal application of force. I mean, you do have to meet kind with kind, and if somebody's rolling up on you, regardless if it's male or female, I mean, you have not a lot of time to sit back and consider, what's coming at you. You just have to deal with it with equal measure.
Yeah,
more or
I mean,
less
but like,
the-
you should never be scared of a female, ever.
Well,
Unless they have a
I
gun,
never
there's no
downgrade a
reason to be
threat.
scared.
I never
not
downgrade
a-
a threat. A threat could come from anywhere. Like I said, I woke up one morning, crazy ass Puerto Rican bitch that I was dating was sitting on the edge of my bed with a fucking knife asking me if I loved her.
Well, I believe, like, I've had these type of experiences. You know what I'm saying? I have been there and I have done this. You know what I mean? And as long as she woke your ass up, you're cool. You know what I mean? Legitimately. I got woke up one time. My ex-wife was punching me in the face, on top of my chest, punching me in the face. Yo, I got up, I grabbed her by the neck, picked her up off the bed, dunked her on the motherfucking floor, and told her, nigga, are you out of your goddamn mind? And I stood up and I put my fucking foot on her chest and I said, don't you ever try no dumb shit like that again. And she laid there crying for about 25 minutes. You know what I mean? And then she got up and made me fucking breakfast.
And they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, for a little while anyway. But I'm saying, like, yo, you do not need to meet force with force, like, in kind. Like, if a bitch hits you with a bottle, I don't mean you take the bottle off of her and hit her back. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you embarrass her like a fucking child. If you really wanted to, you could have fucking, like, bent her over your knee and spanked her in the middle of that motherfucking bar. That would have been fucking way better. Because then she got the treatment that she deserved.
I think she's going to remember the broken arm longer.
She will. But
That's
then again,
the point. Like it's the concept of, like, she literally was attempting to kill me. If
she was throwing a hissy fit about her bitch. She didn't even
Okay.
give a fuck who you were.
Yeah, Pinoid, I have fucking 2 missing teeth in one side of my fucking face because of a bitch throwing a hissy fit.
When did this
I
happen?
don't care how much of a hissy fit she's throwing.
When did this happen?
Oh, God.
I was just wondering if it was like a recent thing.
No, this wasn't a recent.
Okay. All right.
It was
Well-
a while ago. It was about, 5-6 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you're wrong, Pinoid.
Why?
It's just the concept. Like
Because if someone hit me over the head with a beer bottle, I don't give a shit if it was someone Sparky sized or if it was like a 5'2" girl. Whoever it was, assuming I didn't lose, I might stop when they were unconscious. Maybe.
Yo, nah, man. Like, yo, if it's not a threat to me, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I get hit in the head with a bottle. Like, I get hit in the head with a bottle. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, and you know what I mean? I'm gonna grab a hold of that motherfucker, and I'm gonna fucking grab him by the goddamn neck, and I'm probably gonna yoke him pretty decently. You know what I mean? And like, you might catch a couple of shots, but I'm not gonna like beat them till they're unconscious.
And I'm just saying, it's a much faster way to disable the weapons. Break both arms. Why is that always such a bad fucking idea? That not only have you disabled their ability to attack you back, you've also given them a lifelong lesson in the areas where that bone was broken, because it's going to not only heal weird. Just because of if you break the arm, you're breaking these 2 bones in the either the elbow or these 2 bones in between the wrist and the elbow.
Well, yeah, every
when
time.
you break those, they don't.
The ulna and the radius is what they're called.
And
they don't
and she'll
fucking
remember
heal.
it every time she tries to signal for a left turn.
Every time she would move that hand afterwards, that she's gonna remember it, just like any other dude would remember it. Any other person's gonna remember that shit. If
anytime
you have them 2 bones broke.
Like, I'm not disagreeing with breaking her arm. I'm not disagreeing with doing that. I'm saying, like, yo, I'm not gonna beat the bitch to a bloody pulp. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of her. You know what I mean? And make a goddamn example out of her, because it's important to do so. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think beating the bitch to a bloody fucking pulp and leaving her laying on the deck unconscious is a good thing and something that we should be doing. We should be embarrassing them and treating them as the children they are. You know what I mean?
By the way, good morning to Jolly Rogers Bilgewater in the chat, who says, sounds kind of like Pinoid hasn't met an actual crazy bitch.
Yeah, no shit.
Yo, are you out of your mind? Like, legit. Like, nigga, I met tons of crazy bitches. Know what I mean? Like, I have.
One of them actually stabbed you, except in
Pinoid,
the
that just
leg
means you
once.
have bad taste.
I think
have
this has
great
been
taste.
established.
No.
Amazing
I
taste
haven't-
in women.
No, look, okay, I haven't been here for like 90% of this. I've been fighting with fucking
Dogs
everything.
and mic issues.
dogs, mic issues, small children. Yeah, no. I'm on my phone with my headphones because it's the only thing that fucking works. So, no, Pinoid, you have bad choice. I love you, but your choice sucks.
My choices are awesome. All right.
How'd that work out?
Well, yeah. Well, Peanut, the fact that there's an S on the end of choice implies that your choices
No,
aren't
it
correct.
just it implies that women are fucking terrible today.
Okay, see, there's an issue when it becomes like it. All right, it's like when everybody keeps being mean to you, and you're like, "What's wrong with everybody else?" And everybody's like, "No, hon.
I'm not. Yo, look, everybody understands the fact that, like, yo, relationships are not working today. Everyone understands this except, like, the 2 or 3 people who are in a fucking relationship.
You're the wrong people. That's it, hon. That's literally it. All right, I married my high school sweetheart. You picked the wrong people. Okay.
I can't. Somebody's like doing something with their mic.
My God.
It's fire. She's just messing with the
bopping things. No,
Yeah,
I'm
Jack.
saying that you picked the wrong person because I'm married to my
There is
husband.
no such thing as the right or the wrong person. It's
And-
the fact that this fucking ability to fucking make sure that your relationship works is no longer available due to the fact that they've destroyed male authority in the family.
Well, then
Okay,
you
can
pick
we-
the people, don't you?
Just a
No.
second. Just a second. I'm
Yes,
tired. About to die. I need to go. So, Doc, I will see you later. Everybody else, I'll catch you later.
Would you do one thing before you coon vanish?
Huh.
Chill.
How many people said that at once? Because I could fucking tell. I'm Ichabod Orange. I run Citrus Quest on my channel, Citrus Quest. I've also started the CCCN for people who've been displaced from YouTube. You contact either me or Doc if I'm not around, because I'm sure Doc knows just about as much as I do about it. To get a hold of that particular network. It's open for streaming and independent videos. You will have to contact me for independent videos because I have to run them through and make sure they don't violate the YouTube terms of service so everybody can utilize the network correctly. So if you want to be a part of it, please feel free to contact me or Doc on Twitter. Doc, if somebody contacts you, just fucking pass it on to me. I'll get to it eventually, but Doc does have a better chance of getting a hold of me than most people. That said, also keep an eye out. God, my brain just died. What the fuck was I about to say? But yeah, keep an eye out because sooner or later I'm going to run a parody of what the Doc, you're probably the only person old enough to remember this. Do you remember the dating game?
Oh yeah.
I'm parodying that.
Well, Game Show Network brought it back for a couple of years.
God. I don't know why, but fair enough. That said, I'm going to be doing a parody of that with, oh God, I don't even fucking remember, a few people. And we're going to try to take people from the chat, bring them into the, stream, and basically play the dating game. Just to fuck with people, just to do that shit. So
Why do I very
that.
much want to be on that?
Yeah, I kind of want to do it too.
It's gonna be a fucking hell of a time. So yeah, I'm Ichabod. Code Vanish!
And thank you, Ichabod. And welcome, Gaming and Yelling, to the stream.
Hello.
Cholito.
Hi, gaming.
Hey.
How's everyone's favorite queen?
Delicious.
So, Gaming, have you ever had to beat up a woman?
Yes, once.
And?
I just kicked her in the stomach and she fell down and shit her pants. That was about it.
Was it a fight over hairspray?
No, it was some biker bitch who thought she was a man, so she just randomly
Didn't have enough hair, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, she just randomly decided to attack me because I don't know reasons. But I just kicked her in the stomach and she fell and shit, and then it smelled like shit, and that was it.
Kind of gross.
Didn't you at least giggle and point at her for a second before you ran away?
No, I just ran away.
Oh. See,
and this is through my phone. This is not going to end up good.
See,
you're sideways.
Yeah, you're.
Can't. Do I need to do it vertical? Everybody's taught me not to do vertical recording throughout my entire life. Not hey, do vertical.
Well, the way that the picture comes out on the actual watch page, it works out for the best, actually.
Sideways.
Yeah.
All right. I have enough baby blankets to puff that up. There.
By the way,
my hair is horrible. I need to take a bath.
I will extend an invitation. If JRB isn't working, you know where my DMs are. You hit me up on that, and I'll drop you a link. And Fat Andy's been around for quite a bit. If you can find me on their Twitter DMs, I would send you a link as well if you'd like to join in. But you know, I know Ghastly did this thing about making the LGBTQ whatever, making sense out of it, limiting it down. It was kind of like a George Carlin bit. But
Yeah, he limited it down to like 2 letters or some shit.
yeah, he
I don't know.
got
They're trying to push the P really hard.
yeah. It's
Just saying.
but I mean, is it difficult to measure your tolerance because of current societal mores when somebody comes up and you do know, because of course they normally announce it before they go into any type of tirade? Is it harder to hold back on those people because you see them using that illusionary privilege on you?
Can I give you some constructive criticism, Doc?
Sure.
When did PBS kidnap you and indoctrinate you into their vernacular?
PBS. I used to like to watch Doctor Who on PBS locally.
No, Doctor Who has gone bad too. Okay.
Well, no, this was back when Tom Baker was doing it.
Doctor Who's now a woman.
Look,
I watched
that was
one
not
episode.
Out of canon, they just did it wrong.
Yeah, I watched one episode and I'm like, I don't want to watch any more of this. I mean, I just suffered through binge watching the third season Netflix version of Designated Survivor, and they
Look,
just.
Doctor Who was good before the SJWs got it. Okay.
I like the first 2 seasons.
The first 2, or you mean?
No, I like
the first 2 after its revamp.
No, I like the first 2 seasons on ABC. Then when Netflix got a hold of it, it's like, oh my god, melanin ratio just went through the fucking roof. And
no, look, I'd have been fine if it was a woman if she wasn't shoehorned.
No, like, women, why is it that women have to do? Why can't you all come up with your own shit?
Look, okay, it's not all of us, all right? Shut up.
Just in general, like, stop trying to be men. Like, I don't understand why females always want to be dudes.
It sucks. My husband works like 12 days a week, and then 10 days on the other weeks, but whatever. Fucking sucks. Take care of me and his kid, because you know what? That's what families do, Pinoid.
I feel you. Like, most females have absolutely no appreciation for that anymore.
Well,
I have a lot of appreciation.
Well, and the thing that killed me about the series was, this is United States politics, and the percentage of white people in it was about 20%,
which is not representational of our current.
Yeah, everybody had
have about 60%.
I mean, everybody had to be some type of ethnocentric stereotype. I mean, they even brought in Native Americans talking about, oh, you took our land away.
Read Yuri Yasmin, what was his name? Yuri Yasmin, whatever his name was. Go look at his talks. Yuri, I'm going to assume Yasminov, but it could be spelled really differently because Russian. Go look up his talks. He talks about it. We're in the middle of the demoralization phase. It happens. Just accept it. Go with the flow and get your guns ready, because there's probably going to be another civil war.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Hold
We're
that.
gonna win, so it doesn't matter.
Well, obviously, because we're the only ones who are armed. But Doc, clearly you know what the PBS speak is because you just mocked it. So, could you rephrase your original question? In English,
without being so pedantic.
Please.
Okay. How do you guys cope with when somebody comes up to you dripping with their SJW privilege? Do you find yourself restraining yourself more? or
I do.
is it carte blanche? Is it open season?
I
Abby knows I
accentuate
do.
I accentuate my fucking me.
No, I try to be the Weasley one that will subtly talk you into the red pill. That's what I try to do.
Yeah, I mean, can you at this juncture rationalize with them? Can you actually have a conversation?
You have experience with me and another person that would have been of the SJW type. You know who that is?
Who, me?
No, Addie.
Oh.
What did I do?
Addie.
No,
The person
seriously,
who
what did
ran
I?
talking.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my good lord, you're horrible right now. All right, I'm talking about a person.
I can't hear you. Fire, I can't hear you neither. So just to let you know, like, we're
How's this?
Here,
Is
wait a
this
minute.
better? Or should...
Let
A
me
little better.
let me jump in on the soundboard for you, and I'll pot you up too. Hold on. There we go.
I'm sorry.
Try that.
My headset situation is bad. Addie, remember the person that's really lefty that you and I both argued with?
Yeah.
He's giggling. Okay. Do you think we may have convinced him any little bit forward or not? I don't
No.
think so, but I'm just saying it's funny that those people that also hold those views are also the first ones to make really racist jokes when you least expect it.
I think the only reason he's still around is because he wants to fuck your husband.
Fair point. He still spends money, so I don't care. No, I'm just
okay.
I'm just kidding. I actually really like the person, despite him being a really lefty. He's a nice dude.
No, I do too. I do too. But nonetheless, I don't think he likes us as much as we like him.
Well, and
Fair point.
even to narrow the scope just a little bit more, is it even worth your time currently to try and have a discussion?
It is not.
You know, Doc, let me just say, I no secret where I live. I live in Minneapolis, more or less.
You mean Somaliapolis?
Yeah, that. Extremely one of the most liberal cities in the country, right? I mean, we're talking like San Francisco, Boston, then Minneapolis, pretty much.
Do you have poop control yet?
There's no poop on my streets.
Yet.
Yes.
You just wait.
That being said, though, I don't encounter any of the politically correct shit that I encounter on Twitter or YouTube in real life ever. Because
nobody does.
Because the people I talk to actually have jobs, and in order to have jobs, they can't behave like that. And
no, look, Twitter is a fucking circle. There's a giant bubble around it. There is no. It's not useful. Because they're all in the same bubble. So what's the fucking point?
I mean,
once the bubble gets popped, it'll be so funny. Can I please watch them all break down?
Literally, I think unless you work on a college campus or work for certain bad departments of government, you just don't experience this shit.
Yeah, I came across somebody like that once at a college bar when I was in Denton, Texas.
College.
And they tried it on the shit, and I just ignored them, turned around, walked away, got my beer. And after about the third time that they tried to come up to me and trying to spout out the bullshit, and I ignored them, turned around, and walk away, they threw a hissy fit, and I sat there, chuckled, and drank my beer. Ignoring them is the best way to do it. Because annoying people and just blowing them off gets more of a reaction than trying to interact with them.
Because you can't change their mind anyway. They're too brainwashed.
Well, and here's something funny. The Klan came to my town to do a protest, right?
All 4 of them, right?
9.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not that many.
There was all 9 of them, and there were about 3,000 people that were held at bay. As a matter of fact, they were held across the street. So they legitimately, these guys were dumb enough to not even bring a bullhorn, so you couldn't hear a goddamn thing that he was saying. And all these protesters were so fucking depressed because they couldn't hear anything to yell back at him.
Did even Antifa show up for that one? I doubt it. They're paid to show up for certain rallies.
No,
Garen fucking to you.
no, the new Black Panthers were there, and
Wakanda forever.
and
What was her name that said that?
what? Huh?
There was a bitch running for president that said that.
I don't know,
Was
but
that Kamala Harris? I
but
think it was Kamala Harris.
Probably. It was Kamala Harris.
wow.
Yeah, she did the Wakanda forever fucking salute, and I'm like, bitch.
Well,
All right.
well, the point being is that Black Lives Matter was there, and they were disappointed. The new Black Panthers were there, armed, and they were disappointed. And anybody who was white, who was feeling the white guilt, was disappointed. And there was a lot of people just staring at other people as they were gated away from the evil, bad 9 racists that couldn't get a permit in their own goddamn state. And it was a fucking oh man, it was beauty because everybody was there and everybody got blue balled.
Sorry, I have a baby to take care of. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm so glad we don't have these fucking problems.
I was gonna say, ignoring people and just blowing them off is the best way to deal with it. It pisses them off more than anything.
Yeah, they spent.
Which I agree with Sparky, but the only problem with what Sparky just said is the ones who are in positions of power over you.
Dude, they spent $50,000 of city money for all that fucking security for them. And
yeah, they didn't have to do shit, did they? Magic.
No, I mean, they did a good job of keeping them separate. But my whole point was, you're coming over from fucking Indiana, do it in your own goddamn state. We don't want to pay for you.
They're getting bussed in. They're getting paid to get bussed in. Don't you see the Craigslist ad? Seriously?
No, I'm talking about the 9 white supremacists.
Oh, they probably just coordinated and they're like, we're going to do this and we're the only people that are going to do it. So they're motivated by the fact that there's only 9 of them.
All right, so Mickey Coy, who were the other 8?
What do you mean by what you said, Addie? Elaborate just a little bit more.
Well, like I said, Sparky, I agree with you about the ignoring them. It'll irritate the fuck out of them, and it's really the best response to them because they're not worth your breath. But when it's your government or if it's your employer, like for example, I work for a very large company. It's exceedingly liberal, not just moderately. It's as liberal gets. Outside of basically Google, it's about as liberal as you can get. See, then ignoring it doesn't really become an option because it's thrust on.
Well, for my company, I don't have to worry about that because anybody who was liberal wouldn't survive 2 days while I walk out.
Well, that's good.
As far as people in power, well, if they're voted into that place, what am I gonna do about it anyways?
But you see what I'm saying, though, Spark.
I see what you're saying, but there's also ways around it. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with that.
Okay, well,
no, they're trying
hold on.
to.
I want to say this real quick. Fire, please allow people to finish what they're saying.
Fire.
I would appreciate that. So go ahead. Oh, god damn it!
But did you mute everyone?
Sparky, your headset's up. Sparky, your mic's up.
Huh? What?
Your mic was up.
We weren't hearing you there for a minute, Sparky.
I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm just been sitting here as I'm waiting for fire.
Yeah, see, Doc? Yeah. All right. Kidding. No,
me on my own stream.
Well, I was trying to say stuff for like 40 minutes ago, but ever since Fire got
Nobody
here,
fucking cares.
I couldn't even say a single word. See, she just interrupted me again. Like,
whatever, gaming. We all know, gaming, you were involved in some gay sex act.
That's true, but that's between me and my cute black boy.
Oh my god.
Or you and your keyboard, one of the two.
No, the keyboard's never involved. Sorry. I
Fast,
actually have real key guys soon.
fastest one-handed typer in the panhandle.
Oh, don't blame this on Florida.
Anyways, continue on fire.
Oh, I can talk. Okay.
Go for it. For now.
I forgot exactly what I was going to say. It happens. I think it was related to
Ignoring people and people in
Nope.
power.
Yeah, there's that.
Black
I
Lives
have no
Matter.
No. I mean, they do, but everybody does. So,
I have a question for you, Fire.
huh?
You've been in the Kraken, haven't you?
Vodka.
Damn, she's got a long ways to go to get back into the group of fans, doesn't she?
Excuse me? No, I don't. My tolerance has not dropped at all. I've gone through half of a 350 milliliters of 40 proof vodka. We're fine. But yeah, no, it doesn't do that. Luckily, I have like 20 bags of milk stored up, so that's for the baby.
I do have an example for you though, Sparky.
Yes.
Like I said, I work for a very large, very liberal company, and they have like annual training that we have to do, which is like, log into a website and take these video courses.
Yeah.
For their anti-discrimination video, and I tweeted this out a couple weeks ago, but for those who didn't see it, they've now included on their anti-discrimination video how people identify their genders.
Yeah, see, we had to do something like that in our company too, and everyone just pretty much laughed it off. We did the test and then made a big joke about it afterwards. So
Rude. You have to accept my many genders that I don't know about or think or care.
Whatever, you're just a faggy man. Live with it.
all right. Anyone here has probably not walked into a truck shop but Pinoid, and Pinoid can probably agree with me. They're brash motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck. I can tell you right now. You go in there dressed as if you're a man dressed as a woman, what guy call you it?
I don't know.
That's the way it's gonna be.
Personally, I think for me, and I think I'm going to make a stretch here, and I would say for gaming too, and I'm going to make even a further stretch, and I would say lo-fi too. Personally, I think all three of us would probably get along better with the people working in the where you work than in Google's headquarters.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. Oh, I'll tell you right now, nobody in my shop while I walk out chaos. If you don't come into shop being on high and mighty and want this and want that, if you're just a casual person coming in, just nice, friendly, want to have conversation, they don't care. When you come in, you start demanding shit like, well, I'm this, and I demand you be like this to me, and bullshit like that. Yeah, that's when there's an issue. That's where you get your speed limit from your, if you're driving a truck, that's where you get reduced down to 20 miles an hour by 1 to 6. And everyone goes, well, we don't know how that happened.
And I think what you're describing is the way that the vast majority of at least America works. Which is why just fuck the whole community bullshit.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that Addie and I have a lot in common is we're both very anti-LGBTQ plus community because everything they.
Addie's anti-fag.
Yeah. Well, I'll put you like this.
Hold on.
He hates the word.
When what I was trying to say is when it comes to the LGBTQ, they're very left politically and stuff, and me I mean over everything, like as much as I joke around and talk shit and this and that, I'm actually very conservative. So because I don't agree with the left, I'm anti-gay. So I just don't fucking care about the LGBT community. They're just
I hear you. You're basically Addie, but with a slightly gayer voice, but with a much nicer
Bitch.
icon.
And
But you have a better icon, all right? Shut up.
Okay. I've always told Gammy I love his icon.
I do too.
But yeah, I would venture to guess I'm probably farther right than most of you.
Yeah. Well, the way it goes for me,
Ooh, all right, gay person.
By the way,
except maybe
good morning to Butt Cheeks in the chat.
Butt Cheeks. I'll put it like this: as far as communities and groups and stuff like that, I don't give a fuck. If you want to go around with an American flag on the back of your truck, fine. If you want to go around with a rainbow flag on the back of your truck, fine. If you want to go around with a fucking rebel flag or a Nazi swastika on the back of your truck, fine. I don't fucking care. As long as you don't try to do anything against me, what the fuck ever.
You're like live and let live. The true American.
Yeah.
Well, I think the worst thing about it is the fact that legitimately it's the fringe on both sides that have hijacked it because the media, needs like the old song. They need their dirty laundry. So whoever's making the biggest sound is what they cover. So it's not actually taking into account the majority demographic, and that's what's harming us and making all these companies and politicians think that that's what America thinks when it's definitely not.
So basically, the squeaky fag gets the grease.
Yeah, yeah, very much so, especially during Pride Month. Oh my God, there's so much like olive oil floating around you wouldn't even know.
Oh my God, I hate Pride. I fucking hate Pride.
I hate Pride Month because it's the same month as my birthday. So fuck
I just hate it because I used to work on it, and you'd have to deal with so many drunk people or people on drugs coming into the store. And I was like, I really don't want to have to deal with you, please. I don't care what you are, just you're on drugs. I don't want to sell you this right now. You're a bitch. Because I used to have to sell vapes, so e-cigs when they were first popular. So that was like teaching a Tyrannosaur how to do a banjo. It was bad. It was not fun to have to teach a drunk person to do that. Especially when you were also drunk. I'm kidding.
I am
mildly.
I am relatively sure that I would not attend one of these.
Yeah.
One of what?
Any type of thing such as a pride parade or a Black Lives Matter protest. Anything
I don't know.
like
The
that.
Japanese gay pride parade seems okay. It's just American ones that are, oh, that's a dick kind of parades.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen.
Sorry, dog.
No, go ahead.
Good thing about the area I live in, we don't have to fucking worry about that.
Lucky. Right?
Yeah, because he's surrounded by a bunch of rednecks with guns, and they just shoot any gay person at them. That's what they are in the closet.
There's plenty of gay rednecks too. They just force themselves onto other people.
I know a few gay rednecks actually.
I fucked quite a few gay rednecks. I was just joking.
No, it's the mentality of the people in the community. People here just don't fucking care. It's like Fire says, live and let live. It's like nobody cares unless you're in a homeowners association. Nobody fucking.
And then we have to care.
Well, yeah. Sparky, I think that's a really good point. I don't think most people anywhere care unless they feel things are thrust in their face.
And we're getting pretty mad about that. That's what I'm getting a lot of people saying. They're like, why? I mean, I don't care, but why?
Yeah.
Why is this? That's why if there was a civil war, who's going to lose.
Yeah. Well, it's like, if they want to have the parade, fine. Let them have the stupid fucking parade. Let them. Who fucking cares? Let them march around however the way they fucking want.
Just not where there's kids, please.
Yeah, especially with something that's high day.
Yeah, I
There
find
is a
that
school
fucking
zone within the
disgusting.
parade zone. There's like 2 school zones in the parade zone here. Not cool.
That whole famous kid that like I don't know, like 12, 10-year-old.
Desmond is amazing, and
Right.
also there's Lactatia.
That is child abuse. There is no excuse
That
for
is.
why
Did
those
you see
kids
the
should be
Dude.
there's no excuse for why those kids should not have been removed from their home.
They have been raped already. Have you seen the Rohypnol poster above one kid while he was talking about ketamine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
On a couch with a murderer?
that was the first kid you mentioned.
He has been dosed for sure, because you could see it in his face. He's like, he's just out of it. Poor fucking kid. He's gonna murder his parents, I hope, or somebody else, but I hope it's his parents.
Well, no, that kid actually did an interview. Lactatia, was it? Yeah.
He's autistic. No, Desmond is the one that had the Rohypnol poster.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Yeah, this guy was a convicted murderer, and I would not let. I don't care if he's got a YouTube channel or not. If I was the parent, I would not let my kid around a convicted murderer who had no remorse about the killing.
He also chopped him up. They dismembered the guy. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's a thing in a bathtub. They also had a Rohypnol poster above the kid's head while they were talking about how to do ketamine. That's cool.
And then, by the way, that was Desmond.
That was Desmond. Yeah, that was Desmond, not the other one. The other one took a picture with a nude male at the end of RuPaul's Drag Race. That would be Lactatia.
That's fucking disgusting. Why? The
guy was naked.
I hate the gay community. I fucking despise it.
I hate the publicized gay community.
Well,
because they are literally degenerate. The rest of the gay community I'm fine with because I am bi.
Why can't they all be as charming as me in gaming? Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming is quite charming.
Because
Addie, you are too. You have a lovely voice.
Mm.
And that's why I put my husband out to you.
There's no class left. That's why.
I think I just lost it.
Well, you know what? Yeah. What I don't get is this. All right, and well, you know, this will be interesting gaming if you agree with this or not. But you know, a lot of this is a spiel for me online. Be moderately entertaining instead of like incredibly boring. But in real life, my gayness ends like at the edge of my mattress. I mean, it's not like I'm hiding anything. It's not like I'm hiding anything outside of that. But that's where the relevance to it ends. I don't understand this. Like these people who are my entire life philosophy.
They have nothing else to live for.
What?
They have literally nothing else to live for. So that's it.
That's such
they're boring.
That should be such an irrelevant part of all of the rest of your life. I don't get like how that's your driving force for anyone. That's just stupid.
Well, look, you have to remember something, right? It's important that you remember this. Number one, like 50% of the population are raised by single moms. All right, and the vast majority of women don't know anything about like forming an actual personality. Because, like, they have vaginas and they've never had to.
Why would they?
Okay, wait a minute.
I was going to say, I was raised by a single mom, and I think I came out just fine.
See, that explains it. See? Look at this guy.
Did not help. No, I'm just saying, not all women want to be a single mom. Because we've each had our own, and they were shit. Ta-da!
No, look, it's like, look, seriously. Women stand here and don't have to form personalities because everybody they've ever met has been trying to fuck them. So they don't have to be able to be somebody special. That's why there's no funny female comedians or there's, females don't really make any good music or they don't make any really good art. That's why they don't create anything. They don't make great big things because they don't have to go, hey, world, notice me, because every day of their life somebody has noticed them because they have a vagina.
Actually, I'll
No,
disagree because
I
I've
have a
seen
disagreement with the art.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
and
Hold on.
and I just
Gaming, you go first.
I disagree because there's plenty of female comedians that I actually fucking love.
And there's plenty of female artists and singers.
Like Eliza Schlesinger. I fucking think she's
Yeah,
fucking
but-
hilarious.
Yeah,
A
but
little
Can you send me a link?
Gaming?
feminist.
gaming,
Yes.
you have really bad taste in comedy though.
Well,
Well,
that
I'd like to
may
see.
be, but I mean, I find you funny, Doc. So I guess you're right.
Case in point.
Boom.
I believe I
Boom.
have. I believe I have proved my case.
But there's quite a few comedians out there, female comedians who are really good. There's like this one Italian lady. I will never remember their names. There's quite a few.
Lisa
female-
Lampanelli, maybe.
You're not gonna.
No, not her. But I mean, I
I hope Schumer isn't gonna come out of your mouth.
she would come out of my ass maybe, but not out of my mouth. But no,
Oh God!
Lampanelli, she was funny at first, but she got old quick.
Yeah.
But there's this one chick, something Cummings. She's fucking hilarious.
You just like her
Whitney
name.
Whitney
don't you?
Whitney Cummings.
Whitney, yes, I do like her. She is
She's not
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
She's not funny anymore.
Not yeah.
Whitney Cummings.
She
has
was
been
funny
around
a
long
few
time.
times in the first.
Then it died.
Yo, you're kind of proving my fucking point. Like, yo, legitimately, like, yo, when you start thinking of comedians, who's like the greatest comedians who have ever lived?
Oh,
George
they're
Any
all-
of them?
they're all
Do
male.
any of them have vaginas?
Actually, yes. I can
Who?
fucking mention one.
One. Who?
She just she passed away a few years ago. She was
Joan Rivers?
There you go.
Nah, Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller was fucking funny too, but no one compares to again, I'm sorry, Pino, what's her name?
I don't know. Betty White makes me giggle when she's in movies.
Betty White is hilarious.
But she's
Yeah, I
not a
love that
comic.
one.
She's just
I know, but
she follows scripts,
She's-
but she's not, you know.
I
she's
got
so
one.
funny and old. All right.
I've got one for you to shoot down, P9.
Mm.
I think you mentioned singers. The lead singer of Heart. Try to rip that apart.
And Wilson.
Whose heart?
Oh god.
Which one? Which one?
He's
Ann or
not,
Nancy?
he's not white, Addie. He's not white. You keep fucking forgetting.
That's right. He's Italian.
Yeah.
What? Hey!
The other trash meat.
I am offended. I take offense to this.
I love you.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was so squeaky. I'm not.
Fire, you're one step away from an albino. If there's any Italian in you, it's been stomped down.
All right, no, you understand. Whenever I get tanned with the sun, I burn. I peel 2 times, and then I look weirdly dark. It's bad. Like, I'm really dark. I tan super dark, but I burn really bad. I'm Scots-Irish and Italian. It's a terrible combo. It makes for really weird sunburns. It's not fun.
By the
And
way,
I need to go get myself checked for skin cancer.
good morning to Instepius the Drama Hunter in the chat. Okay,
Good
well, I
morning.
tell you what, let's do a panel question, shall we?
Yay!
After this one, I think I might go.
Not before you answer the panel question, bitch.
I said after this one.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'll take it back then.
Do we need to start with you, Sparky?
Yeah, I'll go last. I don't care.
Okay. Let's start with Addie. Who is the funniest comedian of all time, in your opinion?
Of all time?
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, no shit.
It's definitely someone who's dead. I can guarantee you that.
Like Don Rickles.
Well,
There's like
yeah,
3 or 4 choices to this goddamn.
yeah. He was actually
Yeah,
one of the.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Charm, and I'm gonna say Dean Martin.
Okay. Very, very mellow. And from what I hear,
I'm taking it back. I'm sorry. I'm taking it back. Foster Brooks.
Oh God, yeah, he was hilarious. Oh, and by the way, good morning, Satan and Satire.
Good morning.
Pinoid?
Norm
Oh,
McDonald.
God,
Dude,
you really
he's
do
good.
have no taste.
God.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, yo.
Fuck. Norm
He's
Legitimately,
good, but
like,
a
McDonald.
yo,
little bland.
God damn, dude.
yo, Norm McDonald is one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Did you ever see him? Did you see him on the Bob Saget roast?
No.
Was that the one he was just reading a fucking newspaper being fucking worthless? Like the newspaper
Oh.
was actually funnier than him?
Yo,
Is that the
no.
one?
It's kind of Bob Saget's thing.
Yo, he stood there. He went up on a fucking Comedy Central roast and did dad jokes for 10 fucking minutes.
Wait, did he
Deadpan.
meta? Wait, no, he meted Bob Saget because he did Bob Saget terrible dad jokes.
Yeah,
He fucking
it was
sucked.
amazing.
That
No,
was
it was
the
the
No, no, no.
greatest.
ever.
He
Fuck
did
that.
Bob Saget jokes the entire time. That was the joke.
Yo, no, the whole joke was, he made it, he turned the whole fucking thing around as a comedian, right?
I
And then,
just
like,
found that.
yeah, he's amazing. He's like, he's one of the greatest ask any comedian, they'll tell you Norm McDonald may be the funniest man on earth.
No.
That was
Legitimately.
pretty funny if you did that.
You're just delusional now.
No,
No,
I'm
no.
not.
If he
Have you been
reversed
mixing
all the
vinegar and
jokes,
bleach?
Like,
Don't do
look,
that.
I mean, like, I've watched Carlin, Pryor,
It's
fucking
pneumonia.
Cheech and Chong back in the day with Mudbone and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I know about all the great comedians, Brian Regan, Mitch Hedberg, all these dudes. Like, I love them. They're great.
I do
I'm
like
telling
him.
you, there is nobody funnier than Norm fucking
Okay,
McDonald.
Norm could be really funny. I'm just saying he did reverse the whole Bob Saget jokes. Also, it's Addie. It's ammonia and bleach. Just get it right. Whenever you try to do it, don't breathe it. It's bad for you. It hurts your eyeballs and your nose. I have to go take care of a baby, so I'm gonna go BRB for a minute. But there's that. I will
gas.
Okay. Okay,
yeah.
well, we'll get you when you come back.
I don't think you know the backstory there, Fire. Mr. Alamos killed himself on ammonia and or on vinegar and bleach the other day.
Well, I don't know how he did that. It just smells bad. Otherwise, ammonia and bleach, I did that to an ant pile. It was great. Killed the ant pile, but I breathed it, and then I got really dizzy and didn't feel really good. So don't do that.
So did you want to do yours, Fire?
George Carlin, because he's really offensive, and you couldn't do him today.
Yeah.
Because people get offended and mad because he used all the words that are so bad because everybody's so offended because of their feelings. Fuck you.
And he was a hardcore lefty for the longest time.
Yeah.
Did I make that? I can't
I'm fine
fucking
with that.
see.
Yeah,
I'm fine with him being a lefty. It's just like he was a cool one.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be a lefty today, though.
No, he'd be class because he's not so far as Marx or Mao. All right,
Yeah. Well,
my class people.
Well, that's what happens when hippies from the '60s transition.
This is people like they've gone through college. They've been indoctrinated by literally Marxist professors. So McCarthyism wasn't that wrong, was it? You didn't go far enough. Stop crawling out my window. There's a possum outside, you stupid dogs.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sparky?
Ronnie Carrington.
That's an interesting choice. I've seen him. He is pretty goddamn funny.
Yep, and he does not care about PC.
Yeah, he's the one who did the Dear Penis song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Teddy's and Bear and a couple other ones like that.
By the way, good morning to Detroit. Hanging out in the chat. So gaming?
Bill Cosby.
Oh my god.
With or without roofies?
Has to be with the roofies, of course.
Yeah. Only if you're counting irony.
Hands down for me has to be Joan Rivers, Don Rickles. Those two, I think, probably my top favorite. And I mean, he's not really like a stand-up comic, but oh my god, give me 5 seconds. Oh my god. Mel Brooks.
I fuck
Is
you.
it bad that I don't know what column I'm in?
I beat you to that like 2 minutes ago in the chat. You bastard.
I didn't see it, so fuck you anyways. Mel Brooks is probably the greatest out there.
Mel Brooks is amazing. He's
Mhm.
one of the funniest fucking writers ever in the history of mankind.
Fuck yeah.
I love everything he's ever done.
Spaceballs, one of the great movies ever.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights,
Fuck yeah, I
Young
love
Frankenstein.
that. Mm.
History of the World's actually probably my favorite from him, and nobody's ever seen it but me.
Dude, Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a contrarian and say high anxiety.
Well, I'm a Hitchcock fan, so I enjoyed that one.
Oh, The Producers.
Yeah, Springtime for Hitler.
Fucking amazing song. And I like the second one over the new one. So I don't care what anyone says.
And good morning. Welcome to the stream, Satan and Satire.
Good morning.
I will say. I'll tell you what. If you're hearing the conversation, who do you think is the greatest comedian of all time?
I would have to go probably like it's hard to pick one, but like if I had to do top 5,
Jesus,
Carlin Pryor, Bruce, Chappelle, or not Bruce, Lenny Bruce, Chappelle, and Bill Burr.
Okay. I've got a spectrum, but it depends on
yeah, you do
on what my mood is. But I do have to say I love Carlin. Bill Hicks was amazing. That's one comedian that really didn't get a chance. I mean, he died way too soon. Richard Pryor, of course. But I grew up listening. The two that I grew up listening to was Bill Cosby, and he was incredibly fucking funny. I mean, besides the whole rapey thing, he was funny on stage where he couldn't rape. And we listened to a lot of the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, you see, now I don't get them at all.
I don't know why I forgot about Groucho Marx. I entirely forgot the Marx Brothers.
I don't know, probably because like when they were out, like there was no fucking sound. There were just pictures and words.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Like the debate between are you an Elvis fan or are you a Beatles fan? Now, this question may be a little bit too old and stale, but are you more of a Marx Brothers fan or a Three Stooges fan?
Oh, Marx Brothers, definitely. I never really got into the Stooges. I couldn't do it.
Sparky?
What?
Who did you vote? Which one do you like more? Marx Brothers or Three Stooges?
Three Stooges, because I don't know who the other one is.
Oh my!
Blasphemous.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of comedy blasphemy.
That's heresy.
I don't watch comedy that much, so I don't give a fuck.
He likes watching furry porn.
It's because he was raised by a single mom.
Wait a minute.
That too.
Comedy to you isn't Faces of Death, is it? Comedy for you isn't Faces of Death, is it?
Comedy for me is whenever I got time for it.
Okay.
Comedy for him is him going to sleep now because he's beyond fucking tired.
He doesn't know it. Hey. Doc, he doesn't know what Faces of Death is.
Oh, damn.
Good night, Sparky.
I was gonna say I'm referred to as the joke killer on COD, so
that's a good boy, Sparky.
Gaming? Who do you prefer?
Stooges. I guess they're a little funnier.
Okay. Fire. Oh
For
wait.
once, she's quiet.
Yeah.
Yay!
I think she may have baby character.
Okay.
I have a what were you asking?
Who do you prefer? Three Stooges or Marx Brothers?
Oh, Three Stooges. Love them.
Okay. Pinoy?
Am I really sitting here
That-
alone as the only Marx Brothers fan? Like, what's?
I'm sorry, I got the
Well,
Three Stooges on like the sorry, I have a kid on my tit. What do you want?
The Wayne brothers are funnier.
Hold on, Satan. I haven't been asked yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Pinoy?
Yo, the Three Stooges, because like you should never
Yeah.
support a Marx anything because you're not a fucking communist. This is America. God damn it.
Well,
America. Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Addie?
Easily and without question, the Three Stooges.
Well, he hadn't asked me yet. So fuck that guy.
Really? So there's only one on the panel that likes Marx Brothers.
Well, look at his avatar. It's all red and
Yeah,
communist
and
like.
he's drunk. He's drunk and he's from hell.
Mhm.
You know, the devil's a fucking communist.
Dude, I am a Marx Brothers fan through and through. I even as a kid, I was like, you know what? There's only so many times people can get poked in the fucking eyeballs or smacked in the head.
All right. I've seen all the VHS of like all of the fucking Three Stooges and Mr. Ed, and I was so happy. Don't you even shit on that.
Yo,
That made my childhood.
slowly I turn.
What was that? Hey Doc, what was that old? Same general area, maybe a little older, like the kids comedy.
Our Gang?
Little Rascals.
Yeah, Little Rascals.
Yeah, Our Gang, Little Rascals.
I would say
Little
from what I've
Rascals
seen,
and the
that
Sandlot.
was also better than the Marx Brothers.
Oh,
That
good
and the
God,
Sandlot.
no. No.
And
I hate you all, except for you, Doc. You're good people.
You know who else is better than the Marx Brothers? The Care Bears.
I agree. Care Bears.
I hate the Care Bears. Those are creepy.
But
I
So are
do.
the
The Teletubbies were better than the Marx Brothers. How
But
about
no,
that?
No, I don't
Oh,
like those either.
Jesus.
Those are weird.
You're trying to call me a commie because I like the Marx Brothers, but you're a fan of the fucking Teletubbies, really? And
I
I'm
know,
the
I know,
commie?
and they're from Not America, Commieland.
Hey, Satan, let
Not America.
me give the Marx Brothers a compliment. They were clearly more entertaining, more funny, more creative, more talented than Robin Williams. But
No,
then
I
again,
love Robin Williams.
but then again, so is Cancer.
Oh, Jesus. You people.
Bad. I love Robin.
Good God.
Well, you know, Robin was good at doing stand-up comedy. Now he's good at doing lay-down comedy.
Hey, Fire.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess something I have in common with Robin Williams.
You haven't hanged yourself, obviously.
Well,
No,
you're not dead yet,
no,
so
but
it's not bad.
we're both hung. Yep.
Yeah, but notice you didn't say well hung.
Cocaine.
See, I have no evidence of that, though.
I'll send you a picture later.
Okay, good.
No, now this plagued his career all the way through. Even though he was fast on the draw with his comedy, he was a joke thief.
Yeah, early on in his career, he definitely was.
Robin?
No,
Well,
Robin.
he paid people for it, though, man.
No,
Yeah.
well,
But he did
still,
pay.
you know what? Sin and haste, repent and leisure. No, I'm just not into that. I mean, it's.
Well, did he pay him or not? Because that's a big
Yes.
thing. Because
He
there's
paid-
plenty
he
of
paid
people
the
who
people.
didn't pay.
He paid the
Okay,
people
he paid.
when they came up to him instead of going, "Oh shit, I stole that joke. Let me go pay the guy." The guy would come up and say, "Dude, you stole my joke," and then he'd pay him.
Still bad, less bad than Amy Schumer.
The only reason I kind of give Robin Williams not so much a pass, but because
I like him because he's a guy.
he 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 came out and talked about it like in depth in interviews and everything, and talked about how like he would do the whole rapid face off the hip joke style thing, and if something came to mind, he kind of just said it. And oftentimes when he was doing that, he would, because he was listening to a whole bunch of other comics at the time, he would throw out other people's bits because he was doing the rapid fire stuff. Like he didn't have set lists. Like he didn't do like, all right, I'm gonna do 20 minutes on this and then a 5-minute bit on this, and then like he just went up there and kind of improv almost everything he did.
Well, yeah, that
And
was
because-
that was his main meal was doing improv.
Yeah, and like that's the reason why he was as good as he was, but it was also why he got a lot of trouble because he would steal some jokes sometimes, whether it was genuinely on purpose and he fooled me in every interview he's talked about it and it's like, all right, you were just a legit fucking thief, whatever, or it was an actual like slip of the tongue type of deal. But I'm more inclined to give Robin Williams a pass on it.
Well, I do think that he was an excellent actor. I mean, who doesn't love the movie Popeye?
I don't recall anything he ever did that was of any value whatsoever. I don't think he was even remotely funny, and he was disturbingly hairy.
Well, good morning, Vietnam. Goodwill
Hold on,
Hunting.
Mrs. Doubtfire was pretty damn funny. All right.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was a kid, so I'm gonna put that into my qualifier. So I don't know what it looks like now, but
Yeah,
I was a kid.
I dressed up in a dress for laughs. Congratulations, you're like that black guy who makes 10 movies.
Yeah,
a
but
year.
his boobs
Let's make light of fucking fatherhood's plight in America. You know what I'm saying? That's always a
No,
positive
seriously.
fucking
Wait. Pinoy, my question is, I know you're not black, but regardless, you sound like it. Just saying.
But you're close enough.
Whoa! He doesn't sound that dumb. All right, like I enjoy insulting Pinoy like everybody else, but calm down.
Okay. Anyway, no, my question is, Evelyn, please stop grunting. I know you have to poop. The question is, why do so many Hollywood high-ups like to put people that are like black and Italian and whatnot, so black and brown, they don't ever do it to Muslims, weirdly, into dresses? Have you noticed?
It's to emasculate them and make them acceptable to white public so they're not motherfucking threatening.
I think we know.
Okay, I don't think dresses are gonna make them any less threatening. It's just like, it's a skirt. I'm still gonna fucking run.
I think we know that they don't put Muslims in dresses.
Because they'd hide bombs under there.
Because the actor would have lost their head before the movie came out.
I was just thinking of just saying, they really do that. Like, they do that to, have you noticed they do that to Rock a lot?
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's to make him seem more endearing to the public so he's less threatening. Because,
he's not threatening. We look up to him. It's more so for them to feel in control.
No,
them being whoever you want to think they are. I don't fucking care.
No, the Illuminati conspiracists say
I don't
that
care who you think.
say that that's part of the initiation to make all the top Hollywood actors dress in
like
drag.
To do that.
Ah, fire.
Sorry, I have a baby. She's trying to eat my.
I know.
Go ahead. Oh.
But even Dave Chappelle addressed it and said, you know what, they wanted me to wear a dress for this thing, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm not doing it. Oh, but it'll be funny. No, I'm not doing it. You know, here they are trying to tell him what he needs to be funny, and he's sitting on big fucking stacks of cash.
Well, he wasn't at that point, though. That was like in his early career during Blue Streak.
That's what makes it matter more. They wanted him then.
This was pre Chappelle show.
No, you're missing that. That's the fact. They wanted him then to bend in the knee. Do what they wanted, which is wear a dress, little boy, because I don't fucking know. We have a weird fetish with this.
Well, he still made decent money from Half Baked.
I mean, kinda, yeah. Like a lot of people got fucked over on the movie and didn't get paid what they were supposed to. Like that movie specifically, that there was like nobody got paid what they were supposed to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the point when I first met him, because he's from around my parts.
Chappelle?
Yeah. Nice guy.
You're from Chicago?
No,
Isn't that where where he came up?
no, dude. He Yellow Springs.
He came up in D.C. and then he's over in Ohio.
No, yeah, his family was mostly in Yellow Springs, Ohio. That's where he spent most of his time. But a buddy of mine had
Ohio, not Chicago. My bad.
Yeah, a buddy of mine. His parents lived next to where Chappelle's parents were, and so I'm over at Damien's house partying with him, and knock comes on the door. It's Dave Chappelle. I don't know who the fuck he is. This was early '90s, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is my buddy Dave. His parents live over there, and he usually brings some good smoke with him." And he's like, "You are not wrong." And he sat down and we started smoking, and he's like, "Yeah, Dave's a stand-up comic." And I was like, "Really? Well, I'm not going to ask you to tell me a joke, because that's a dick move." And he's like, no, man, I just got off, shot a movie I think that's going to be big for me and everything, and it's called Half Baked, and it's about this. And he kind of gave the plot, and I was just like, yeah, that's a movie I gotta go see. And it's so funny. This was like after the first season of Chappelle Show, because he always came back to Yellow Springs. And
awesome.
I was coming out of a Best Buy, and there was a brother sitting there. Or no, wait a minute. Yeah, he didn't have a light, and he was like, "Yo, man, you got a light?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, here, And I'm like, "Dave Chappelle." And he's like, "Yeah," kind of like, "Oh fuck, somebody recognized me." And I'm like, "Do you remember when your mom and dad used to live next to this guy Damon, and you came over?" And he's like, "Wait a minute, did I get high with you?" And I'm like, yes, you did. Yeah, and he's like, "How you doing, man?" It changed. He kind of completely did a fucking 180. Nice guy, and he still. I mean, Yellow Springs is kind of a weird place. It's a hippie community. They grew up around Antioch College. It was the second college to actually protest the Vietnam War. So they were very left. But he can walk up and down those streets and not get molested by anybody. They know he's there. They recognize he's there. They just don't bug him. So that's why he still has a home here.
I've kind of noticed, like, stories like that, like I hear, but none of them from any time like the last 10 years, right? Or like the last like 8 or 9 years, because like everyone had or at least up until a certain point had stories of like local celebrities or artists or comedians or like actors or whatever that like lived in their hometown and that would go out and be amongst the fucking people. Like they were at parties and shit, like and you could go and like if you lived in that city, you were bound to run into them.
Yeah.
Like fucking like in my area, it was like Dimebag Darrell, and then the winner of the American Idol, the one that got Kelly Clarkson. I run into fucking Dimebag Darrell and Kelly Clarkson in my area all the fucking time. And then like whenever like Facebook and Twitter and MySpace started getting real fucking big, like in social media like became like part of your fucking job as a famous fucking person.
Yeah.
All those stories just fucking disappeared. Like I haven't heard like any of those stories in like the last like 5 or 10 years, because people don't do that shit anymore. Like I'm on social media now, so I don't have to deal with people. Like I don't go out and party with the plebs, because fuck it. I'm on social. That's what I do. That's what I use social media for. But like everyone used to have stories like that. I don't hear stories like that anymore.
Yeah. Well, it was amazing. Do you guys know the comedian Jonathan Winters?
Oh yeah, it's
That
a
sounds
mad world.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also played Robin Williams' kid in Mork and Mindy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know you're talking about now.
Okay.
Well, his family owned the banks in this town, and they were called Winners Banks. I never made the connection actually, but he still had family here because he's pretty dead now, I think. But this was back in late '80s, early '90s. I went into a bookstore and I was picking out a birthday card or something stupid like that, congratulations card, something like that. So I'm sitting there looking, and a guy comes up next to me, and he's sitting there looking at cards too. And I look, and it's fucking Jonathan Winters. And I'm like, you're Jonathan Winters, because I had deep respect for that guy. He was awesome at improv too. That was one of Robin Williams' idols. And he was like, yes, young man, I am him. And I'm like, listen, you know, my mom and my dad, you know, kind of turned me on to you, and you know, I think you're amazing. And he was like, oh, you do. And he went into like a 10-minute bit of just improv. And all the people around the fucking bookstore just started gathering around in this hushed respect, and just listen to him. We just go off for like 10 minutes. And then after he was done, everybody just applauded. And he just nodded to everybody and waved and took whatever card that he picked up and went to the checkout. There's some... that's why I have a lot of problems with my wife's kid, because she refuses to go out and do anything. Her entire life, at least 90% of it, is lived online, and she'll never be able to have any experiences like this because she's shut up. And the only thing, she's got a great expansive window into the world, but not into life. I mean,
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, like, you guys are young enough, most of you are young enough to be able to, like, have kids or do have kids. How do you guys plan or prepare for that?
Condoms.
I mean, is that something that you
I get them
worry
outside.
about?
You know, I take my kids outdoors. You know what I mean? Like, I get them out of the house and shit. You know what I mean? And like tell them to go play and do things. Like, it's important that they have some basic life experiences and don't live their life online. Like, I don't give my kids PlayStations or fucking Xboxes or fucking laptops or fucking tablets and shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Like, go outside, we'll play, we'll go fishing, go hiking, go hunting. You know, it's a different animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Condoms and coat hangers, dude. That's all I gotta say.
I just stick with gay sex. It's a very effective contraceptive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dude, I wish I had it that easy.
With the with your recent trials and tribulations with domesticated pets, I don't see you adopting either. Although, you know, it would be interesting to see.
Who?
Who was that comment towards?
Addie.
I'm confused.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh no. If I ever adopted a baby, I would end up filling the bathtub and drowning it. Not a big fan.
Addie would be like the best type of dad to have too. Like, legitimately, that's the bitch about it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you know, Peanut actually is right. I would be a good dad as far as, like, you know, discipline goes and, like, you know, responsibility. But I can't stand noise. So yeah, a baby is just literally out the window.
Well, with that, I'm gonna get going, guys. I gotta get sleep.
All right, brother. You got your plug in. You want to do a verbal show?
Nah.
Okay. Well, happy late birthday.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Sparky.
Hey,
How's the first house?
Huh?
The first house.
The first house?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about it, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go back and look at them tomorrow. So.
Well, keep us up to date.
I will.
All right, brother.
All right.
You go take it
See ya.
easy. Gaming? Have you ever thought about having kids?
Yeah, I thought of it, but no way.
How's that gonna work?
You put your pee pee on somebody's vagina and you spew,
Thank you.
and then a baby
I had
comes
no
out.
idea.
I didn't know gaming knew what a vagina was.
Yeah,
That was
yes I
my
do.
point.
There's
You
been
even pronounced it properly.
there's been two in my face.
What?
All right. Well, the first is your mom during birth.
Wow.
Then it was more than twice.
Just like a genital drive-by?
You were born more than twice?
Yeah.
It can happen
What?
somehow. I don't know. Don't ask. Don't tell.
Jolly Rogers Bilgewater says in the chat, if Addie ever adopted, it would have to be a black or mulatto kid that he'd literally treat as a servant.
Oh,
I got it.
I mean, if I were raising slaves, I mean, yeah, that's an entirely different subject.
What are you doing?
You can adopt a Mexican and teach it to do lawn work.
Oh, if I adopted a Mexican, that would be. I'm going to stop now.
I would say he'd probably
What?
he would probably make sure that Mexican was like 18 or older.
I retract this comment.
There you go. Bye-bye.
Okay, so now Fire, is that your first child?
Yes, she is 6 weeks old.
Okay, so
Well, 6 weeks and 2 days. Me.
okay, so what's your battle plan when they get older? How are you going to be able to stem the tide of social retardation that the internet offers?
That's not what I intend.
Well, no, but I mean, what do you have in your plans to make sure?
Oh, my phone died.
Did it? Do I still hear her?
Fire.
I don't hear her.
Okay, the ceiling fan was gone now.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I help raise four kids, but I've never contributed to the actual gene pool, and because of my age, it is too late for me now. I'm not gonna pull a fucking Tony Randall and have a kid at 82.
Well, you don't want to have a kid with old man sperm?
I don't mind distributing my old man sperm, mind you. I just
not if it makes a kid.
No, I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, with my first wife, she was pregnant, and she decided to abort the child, and so that's something that I think about now and then. You know, what if there was a little me running around? You know, my uniqueness dies with me, and that's one of the things at my age that I'm trying to come to grips with. Is, you know, should I have bothered to have kids? You know, should I have contributed to the population?
Well, you know what's really fantastic, and I don't know if this applies to you or not, Doc, but nieces and nephews, because they can be entertaining, but if they get irritating after like 10 minutes, you just walk away.
Oh my nieces and nephews love the hell out of me because like I was the only kind of out of the box thinker, and anytime they wanted to do something that was off the beaten path, I was always there to support them and say, yeah, you know, why don't you try it? If you fail, you're young enough, you can recover from it. You know, life's always going to be there for you. You know, get your education. Don't, like, you know, just end up in a fucking crack house. You know, do something with your life.
I gotta say, I have a will. My good niece gets everything, and I see her like twice a year, And if and when she gets irritating, I just leave. It's the perfect substitute for parenthood.
Addie, can I be in your will? Because I'd like that wet bar when you die.
You're too old to give me anything that's worth money.
Well,
my nieces and nephews hate my guts.
Do you blame them?
Your nieces and nephews sound smart.
They're not smart, yo. Like, the thing is like, I was raised with the mentality that, you have respect and have honor, and you know what I mean? Like, you don't talk shit to people who are like 5 times your motherfucking size and shit. You know what I mean? And my sister and her husband refused to teach their fucking kids this shit. So I fucking, I still hold up our goddamn morals and shit. And I don't let them motherfucking talk out of turn or, sit there and disrespect my little sister and shit in front of me. And so they can't stand me in no ways. You know what I mean?
I like them already.
Yeah, I bet you do. You know what I mean? Because you're a spoiled ass suburbanite motherfucking Satan gumball bitch. Fucking faggot. Eat a dick.
Dude, I was raised in the fucking country for like the first like 7 years, 8 years. When did we fucking move? Shit. 7 years? 7 years. Of my fucking life. Like I was out in the fucking sticks for the first 7 years of my life, dude.
I took my first shit in an outhouse.
Well, no, you took your first shit in your pants.
Yeah, no shit. I'm like in
your first shit was in your fucking pants. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I learned I was potty trained in a fucking outhouse. Like, yo.
He's being rapey. That's your fault. All right, you don't gotta believe that on everybody else like you do everything else. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't blame it on everybody else. Like, yo, women are terrible today.
What?
I think like 99% of the fucking people I talk to agree with me that women are pretty well fucking terrible today.
I think you pick bad people.
Well, I think that you just want to defend your species.
I'm just saying you picked the wrong one.
You want to defend your species. I get it. You don't want to have any responsibility for the bad shit that women are fucking doing.
I am, bitch. I am so rare. I'm like a sparkling fucking. No, I'm kidding. You just have a terrible choice.
I will say, Peanut, I approve of fire.
Yo, look, we can all approve of fire, right? You know what I'm saying? All day long, but like all of us can't be chasing the same one female. Yo, you're by yourself in this fucking shit, man. Like, you are literally a solitary individual. The rest of the population is awful.
Well, I don't deny that. Most men are terrible too.
Most men are fucking like what women have left us with. We're awesome. We're supposed to be.
You were just complaining. You were just complaining about women not taking responsibility, or her not taking responsibility for other women, and now you're reasoning for why men are also terrible. You'll admit that, but the reasoning is because it's women's fault. Shut the fuck up.
It is women's fault why men are fucking terrible.
No, it's not. No,
yes.
It's both.
They're like, oh, why do all men cheat? Because all women have their vaginas open on social media.
Well,
dudes are as faithful as their options.
That's not why all men cheat.
No, some men cheat because they can. Some men cheat because they're like, oh, this bitch is hotter, but this bitch is more stable. So they do that.
Gaming, they totally missed the gay joke there. They totally did.
They cheat a lot.
All men do not cheat.
I dealt with that. All right. No, not all men cheat. Some good men do.
Yeah, no, because some men don't have the option to.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the point.
All right.
Like if women didn't have their vaginas all open all over the place, and I mean, it would be if 30% of fucking if 30% of dudes weren't raising kids that weren't theirs, we could have a real conversation about how terrible females weren't.
Hush, Peanut. Can I tell you that my husband is my first?
Well, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fucking, that's awesome that y'all have that type of relationship.
He wasn't my only. I mean, he was.
I didn't know any virgins when I was 14.
I was 17.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Am I the only one who virgin hunted?
I think so.
Okay, because I knew a lot of virgins up until I was like fucking 19. I fucking love virgins.
None. Yo, the females around my way were
I was
whores.
the first
Like,
until I
yo,
was 17.
you could fuck a bitch for a 6-pack of chicken nuggets back in the day.
What
Oh.
the
You
fuck?
still can. You still can.
Oh, dude, I was a total MILF hunter when I was a teen.
Me too.
Yeah, I didn't learn that till later.
It's worthwhile. They got the skills, and then when I started getting with women my age, they were very appreciative of the education.
I mean, it's kind of weird though, because like considering that I had been, I guess the technical term would be statutory raped a couple of times. I should have been like, oh, these fucking milfs are hot. I'm gonna just go ahead. But I didn't learn that lesson until I was like fucking like 20, 21. I was like, oh, now I get it. Now oh, these fucking 40-year-olds. Ooh, fuck, goddamn, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Hey, they made me
And
work
they
to
wanna
knock
do
the
it.
bottom out of those fucking boats, and I did it.
Oh my god. No, I never did that. And literally my first was my husband.
I'm sorry.
No,
well, to be fair, you
I'm
haven't.
not sorry.
You haven't seen her husband.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
I'm
Fair
quite
enough.
happy with that one.
Like, that's how it's supposed to be, right? But like that, that does not exist anymore.
We had both our funds on both times, both ways, shall I say?
What?
I have no idea what
we
this
had a
bitch just said.
threesome in either way.
Oh, the good one
We
and
had
the
a
bad
threesome
one.
with two guys and a threesome with two girls.
That's the devil's threesome.
Yeah, see.
I
Yeah,
let
nah,
him
see, I'm
do-
not sharing my
yeah.
female with another
And I let
dude.
him do
Must
what
be
he
out of your
wanted.
mind.
Oh, I'll let him do a threesome with the girl regardless right now if he wants. I don't have a threesome with the
Well, that's
guy
cool.
because he's off in England. So
But
it was the accent that got me.
Fire, don't I still have an open invite?
Of course, Daddy.
Okay, good.
Hey, I don't see anything wrong with somebody,
But I know that
doing a
means you don't
wobbly
wanna come
H or an Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel
Nah, man.
Tower.
Yo, you
Yeah,
do
I
not
will-
share your
Can we do
bitch
the
with
Eiffel
other
Tower
dudes.
again? No.
Yo, that's
all right.
like that's like letting somebody else drive your car. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I let my husband drive my car. When he was my fiance, he drove my car, and I hated that. I hated it.
Dude,
Now that he's my husband, I'm like, you drive my car. But he hates driving my car.
most of the threesomes that I've had have been with intermediary women anyway. Women I knew I wasn't going to spend
Women
the rest
are
of my
more
life
active and
with.
wanting.
Well,
see,
okay.
that's the thing.
Can
Like,
we all at
you
least
can
admit
fuck
that threesomes are kind of disappointing? Like they're not as
They are.
good as the hype.
Dude,
They are. I felt
try
bad.
a force.
My favorite was
I've done some group play.
my favorite
Yeah, I
was
felt bad
pulling
for the
off
girl.
an actual foursome, where it was three women and me.
How'd that work out?
Oh, that worked out very well. Thank you very much.
For you, derp, how'd it work out for everybody else? How'd they feel? They're like, oh.
I had to please like
Who
three
cares?
women at one time.
Well, how did you feel at the end? Kind of tired? Just like, can this be over now, please?
I was drunk and worn the fuck out. Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
literally, I was fisting two women at once.
Do you know how many bruises and rug rash I had because me and my friend decided to get into a wrestling match
She's
before
killing
the
me.
threesome?
She's
So it
killing
was
me,
not-
Addie.
Addie was there.
She's killing me, Addie.
Oh, you mean the camera cut off, you bitch?
Yes, that was what that was. Thank you.
We were literally like 5 seconds away from a Pornhub video, and all of a sudden the camera goes. And it wasn't just
Sorry.
me. There was like 4 or 5 other people with me, and like literally 5 seconds away from a Pornhub video, and then the camera goes dark.
I had to be respectful.
Yeah, but I heard.
my dignity.
I heard about everything that happened the next day.
Shut up. All right. Damn. I just want you to tell the little details.
Like, I just want a normal goddamn relationship where, like, I get dinner made and I go to work and come home and, like, you know what I'm saying? I can take a shit and
Addie,
I get a shower and fuck something, and wake up and you know what I mean, do the shit all over again. How is
Eddie,
this so
did you see Russ
difficult?
stream today?
What? I'm sorry. What?
Did you see Russ stream today and what happened?
No, I streamed at the same time. What happened?
Well, I made him dinner when he got home from work, and he went to work pretty early. And then I will make him dinner tomorrow because I already have it half prepared because I have a tiny baby that's squirming right now. So, Pinoid, I think you want a person that, one, will let you have a threesome with another woman. If you can find that, good luck. And two,
I legitimately I've had two bitches in my bed every night for like years.
Yeah.
That's not
how'd that work out?
I didn't know you had dogs.
Fine. It's fucking fine. Like legit, it's not like that terrible. Like they started getting catty at a certain point, and like one tried to like fucking nudge the other one out.
You create fatherless homes. You are part of the problem.
I'm not part of the problem. I don't create fatherless homes.
Did you make fatherless homes?
Nope. Females make fatherless homes by yes. Did I not go to work, come home, pay the bills, and make sure everything on my end was good?
Don't care.
Yes.
Were you man enough to stay with those children or take care of those children?
Yes, I was.
Are you still?
Nope. Is that my fault? Nope.
Yes.
No, it's not.
They are.
I don't care if they're your children. Are you retarded?
Not my children.
Like, do you know what the laws are? Like, do you have any idea what the laws are?
I know.
The moment a woman goes, I'm not happy. Guess what? Your ass is fucking going. It ain't got nothing to do with you or what the kids want or what anybody else in the world wants. It's about her.
Fire. I'm gonna politely ask you one more time. Please stop talking over people. Let them finish what they have to say, and you can respond. That's the way this stream works.
I think my headset might be delayed then. Sorry.
Blame it on whatever you want. I'm just being as cordial as possible.
No, I'm listening to the computer and also my phone, so it's a little weird.
Okay.
My headset's actually wonky, so I don't know. But I'm not trying to cut anybody off. I'm just saying, Pinoy, I don't think you picked the best of people.
I think I am the absolute best of people. Like, legit. I took my kids fishing every motherfucking day. I went out and I spent time with them and I educated them and I taught them shit. My kids knew fucking algebra in elementary school.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Hold on, Peanut. I think what she was saying is not you, that you don't pick the best of people.
It's not that I don't pick the best of people. It's that females have no fucking responsibility for what they do. That's the issue.
Have males.
We all have responsibility. If I get kicked out or if I fuck up, I have to pay the rest of my life.
Did you pay the down payment on the house? Because if I kick Rust out, I get the house because I paid $35,000 on the house. That's why it's not just about your house. It's about the child support and the health insurance and the rest of the bills that I have to fucking take care of. Because I'm a single mom?
Yes, because the government will make sure you're okay.
Well, at that point, I will have a babysitter and I will work. And I will.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't care if I don't have to, if I don't want to. I don't want to be reliant on the fucking government because I don't want to be fucking leech. Thank you.
Well, watch Russ make you mad one time and see how quick it is you use the government to fucking have revenge on him.
Years ago. You don't know what we've gone through.
Every dude in the world knows you're one bad fight from being bankrupt.
Addie.
Yeah. The only thing I have to add to this whole thing is that, Doc, we should move on to another subject.
Yeah. That might be
I
nice.
would prefer.
One of the things that I've been checking out recently is I don't even know if I want to do this. It's there are fucked up conspiracy theories, and there's been a couple of new ones that I just don't want to get into. But the one I think that bears a little bit of repeating, and I know this is a little old, but Alex Jones did his deposition for what he said about Sandy Hook. And I was wondering if anybody had actually watched any of that as well. And do you think he's going to be able to essentially beat the rap and beat the civil suit?
Nah.
Probably not.
Have you looked at it on the actual real estate page
On which
when
page?
it was for sale? Yeah, when it was for sale for $0, like all their real estate was sold for $0. It's kind of a thing. I'm just saying, I don't like Alex Jones. He's kind of a Mossad agent to me. But go ahead.
Well, now here's the thing. I did watch all the conspiracy nut things on it. And the thing that weirded me out the most was they actually had photographs of the inside of the building, and the building looked like it was in complete disrepair, that it hadn't been used for years.
They were tearing it down, yeah.
That
how many people? Why did they tear down a school after a shooting? How many other schools have they done that to? Weird.
I don't know, but
did they do that to Virginia Tech?
Well, the one thing that really sticks in my craw about Sandy Hook is that they had video cameras up everywhere, and even with the brutality, if these children were all murdered, that doesn't escape the fact that the police would have normally released the footage of the shooter walking into the building and walking back to the car and getting guns, and even him breaking in to the building. But none of that footage was ever released. Oh, by the way, good morning. Welcome to the stream, Butt Cheeks.
Hello.
Hi. Blue.
Hi, Blue.
But there, it seems to be suspect. More and more, I mean, it was like, there's a lot of far-fetched theories about this, about crisis actors. This stuff, I just don't get crisis actors.
All right, why did so many people from the Las Vegas shooting die in that one nightclub shooting too?
What?
The same people that were involved in the Las Vegas shooting somehow died in Orange County. I think it was Orange County, nightclub shooting. That was weird.
Wait a minute. Was it the Orlando shooting?
Not the Orlando. It was California as well.
Oh.
I forget the name. I'll have to look it up. But it was basically like 2 or 3 of the same people that were also at Las Vegas also were some of the victims or witnesses to the club shooting at this area, which is weird.
Yeah, I remember that.
That there were like 2 or 3 people from such a big shooting that statistically it would have happened.
Yeah, well, to be fair though, at the same time, there was a guy who
it was an LGBT club, and it was also a fucking country play. Country club. So
there was a guy during World War II in Japan who lived through both Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He was at both.
That was
places.
true. Also, somebody should have shot Hitler. I get it. Regardless, I'm just saying it was somebody that was at a club that was doing a country thing. It was also well known for LGBT things, not really caring. It was also quite far actually from the Las Vegas shooting, and there are multiple people that came out and said that there were multiple shooters. A couple have died, weirdly. So that's a thing.
Well, I have problems believing that if there's logical explanations for things, and those who are investigating or reporting on them don't share them, then that's
Do you think I'm going to share them? Really?
that's automatically going to ring an alarm bell for me. I mean, I still
No, they're going to get blocked, or they're not going to get shared because it won't ring alarm bells because they don't want people to panic. All right, what if Las Vegas wasn't true and there's coming out that about 4 or 6 people have told others that Evelyn is warning that there have been multiple shooters? Huh?
and I've heard the recordings where people are like, well, here are many guns that are being fired at the same time, and I mean, also at the same time, they were talking about a triangulation of fire, and they're
I don't
also
know about
talking
that.
about how that the extra gunshots that you can hear audio wise, that those were just basically just echoing off of the other buildings.
Yeah,
It doesn't sound like an echo.
it does sound like an echo though. Like it does. And I mean, if you ever listen to the recording and shit, because I
Yeah.
covered this when I first started my channel.
Okay, well, I tell you what, let's do this.
I'm going to be honest, I must have listened to like 2 or 3 different ones, so I can't say anything.
Well, let's do this as a panel question. Is there any conspiracy theory that kind of makes you want to put the tinfoil hat on? You know, to where okay, here's the government or law explanation of it, but you just don't. You're not following it. You don't believe it. And let's start with gaming.
There's so much shit out there, man. It's hard to just well, the flat earthers. There's one.
Oh God, no! Please don't.
No, wait. By saying that, you're saying that you believe the flat earthers. What I'm saying is,
no, then,
is there a conspiracy out there that you actually do believe that we're not being told everything about, and there may be some shady business happening?
I think probably, I think probably 9/11 was an inside job. I think everything.
Oh God! You just went.
Well, it was. Look at their insurance plans. Anyway, no, the Saudi Arabian.
Wait. First about they asked me the question, so let me talk. Because everything fell so perfect. How the army was away, how they were doing tests, how supposedly the Saudis paid for it, which is of course is known to be fact. Then how Building 7 just collapsed, and then they heard like explosions on Building 7, and then it just collapsed. And then I saw a show, a documentary or those whatever called.
It was insurance fraud.
But
it was literally insurance fraud.
I mean, yeah, all that could apply to. But what I'm getting at is, they actually made a prediction in that show. That they say that the United States would actually invade Iran for the oil, and that I saw that about 15, 20 years ago when that happened.
Iran or Iraq?
Iran.
Look, they want to do that for whatever they want to do, but it was literally because they felt like it. To be honest, it was literally just like, hello.
Well,
we can do it.
The only thing I'll say about 9/11 is there was already a plan of action where they had discussed it in threat assessment years before, and when that day came around, September 11th, they were supposedly running military exercises. So when the hijacked planes,
the exact same.
Fire. When the when the hijacked planes were reported, they thought it was part of the military exercise. So now I'm with you on that. I'll wear the tinfoil hat with you on that one.
I don't know. There's some other stuff that I just totally forgot about, but
they got double the insurance money with B1. thing
Okay.
to consider.
So, what conspiracy theory makes you put the tinfoil hat on fire?
Oh, the fact that Just Feel. God, I have a child.
The what?
No, I just have a wiggly kid that's wanting to stare at fish tanks. Yeah, no. The whole 9/11. Yeah, no. Look at follow the people that bought it and follow their insurance paths. You'll see. It'll be fine. Anyway, the other people that said that Iran had weapons of mass destruction, or
That's
that
Iraq.
anybody gassed it. Iraq. I don't fucking care. Regardless, anybody that said they don't have it, any of them, Iran, Iraq, it's not true. Do they have weapons of mass destruction? No. Look at who gassed anybody. Who did it? Oh, look at the white helmets a little bit closer. Because they like the fake stuff a lot.
And they're
Just
turning
saying,
the frogs gay.
Of course
No,
they
the
are.
white helmets are really shit. They've been caught faking at least 2 things. I have to look up the details. But I think one was that where the building collapsed on the sky, and you can see him before and after his picture. Like before he's all dusted, he was like, hey, and then after he's like, I'm getting rubble. But it's the same thing with the white hats. I'll have to find that picture.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well.
Same guy. Oh, and also the kid that was put in the back of the ambulance. Yeah, that kid was pictured fine beforehand, and then bloody and gross afterwards.
No, wait. You're still talking 9/11.
No, I'm talking now. Because the same shit's happening today because they're like, oh, somebody's gassing somebody. Why? They already killed all the terrorists in that area. Why would he gas people? That makes no sense.
Okay, wait a minute. What was your specific conspiracy then?
The white hats.
White hats are not good.
And that's not so much a conspiracy. It is just a known fact at this point. Like that's pretty well known because like they fooled everyone for about a year. But they've been going at this for like fucking 3 years now. And
Yeah, they're not good. I'm not gonna play a full-on conspiracy where people look at me funny. Okay, I'll play my own when I'm in private.
Okay. Blue, do you have a conspiracy theory that you believe?
It's not a conspiracy.
Well, I hear way too many from my sister, and it's just really freaking annoying that I don't want to take part in it.
Hey, Blue, how's that migrant stuff going?
So
the migrant stuff.
Well, give me just a little bit of what you're talking about.
I could just send you screenshots. Like I've sent them to Addy, and it's just.
Blue has a sister who's batshit crazy. I mean,
no, Blue.
Her sister is a tinfoil hat wearer.
Is she
every single damn conspiracy theory that is out there, she will stupidly believe. She is that freaking gullible. The thing is, she is not stupid, but she acts stupid.
They tend to do that. That's the worst, isn't it? Is she the bad one? Question marks is what I say. Is she the one that's more like Alex Jones, or is she the one that's more like really lefty?
She's basically thinks that Jeremy Corbyn is the best thing since sliced bread.
Oh, the fuck is that conspiracy?
She goes all Bible bashery and stuff as well about it.
Oh no, I haven't heard of that one.
Like the initials of Jeremy Corbyn coincidentally coincide with Jesus Christ. It's just
okay. Well, has she ever heard of the false prophet? Just play her that one to her, and she'll just stop.
No, she won't.
Oh, that's bad. I haven't heard that one yet.
Recently, the thing that got her to block me on Facebook. Today is day 5.
Your own sister blocked you.
Yeah, because I didn't agree. with anything that she
Oh my
posts.
god.
And every so often, I comment on her posts, which is
Okay,
literally
but she blocked you though.
Yeah.
I blocked
Yeah,
one
I'm
of my
blocked.
brothers.
I'm
before.
blocked by my mom.
I got one of my
Seriously.
brothers blocked. Yeah.
I know, but it's funny because it's blue.
Well, I blocked both my mom and my dad because they're dead.
Oh.
I will send Doc the pictures of the
But-
screenshots that I literally
Yeah,
sent
wait.
to Addie as well.
Wait, does your sister think that Corbin is like the second coming of Christ?
I would not be surprised.
Oh, well, I see. I'd be less surprised if I thought it was Trump because that one's I've heard more.
Trump is her mom.
Oh, okay, the 5G.
Neither I believe, but still, both are funny. Trump is like the mass troll that I will be like, yes, please keep fucking and making them up like pissed. That's funny.
Well,
But I don't think
the only thing that's going to get me into the camp of 5G is if the phone
No.
and my bill is paid for the next year.
no, never 5G, never. I don't know why the fuck he said that, but I'm gonna fight him on that because I don't like
Screenshots
that.
that I've sent.
But I'm just saying, otherwise he's funny as shit.
Yeah.
I'd vote for Trump just for the lulz, to be honest. And also because the Democrats keep making homeless people keep appearing and also legal. So, no thank you.
The
Doc,
POTUS
feel
is
free to share
the
the screenshots.
greatest Twitter troll. I can't wait to see what he comes up with the next 4 years.
Oh, it's so good. I love the joke when he retweeted. Who did he retweet when it was Biden sniffing somebody and then sniffing himself? Oh, who did that one? Was it?
But yes, my sister kind of the whole.
So
Alex
does
Jones-
the Satin Satan person gumball dude? Do you have a conspiracy theory?
Yes, let's move on.
Pinoid jumping in, taking over.
I don't so much have a theory, just as I know everything I've been told about it is bullshit, and that's with the 9/11 thing. Like I don't pretend to know exactly what happened. Just I know for a fact that I've been lied to for the past fucking 13 years.
Oh God.
Oh no, it's a lie.
I was at school when
I'll
that
tell you that one, but you have to look it up on your own if you don't want to believe it. I don't care. Not my job to educate you, unless you want.
That's what people think her job is.
I did there for a while, and I got to a point where it's like, all right, well, this is unfathomably fucking false. Okay, this is likely, but I don't know how fucking true it actually is. Like, and it was a whole bunch of things where I just kind of like, I don't want to just fucking guess. So I would rather just go, I don't fucking know, than try and guess and most likely be wrong.
Oh, hold on.
Until you find out that fucking Trump said it 20 years ago.
So, Satan, let me ask you a question.
Mm.
In 1 minute or less, Satan, can you explain to me the important part of your theory?
Do you want to
Like
get kicked
I
off YouTube?
I don't have a theory. Like I just know that I've been lied to. So as far as when it goes to 9/11, all I know is that it happened. Do I know why or how or who or what? No, I don't fucking know.
Addie, long story short, yes, it was in fact an inside job.
You're all batshit crazy, is what you are.
What? No, it was an inside job.
If you want to invade a shithole country like Iraq, a doesn't matter country, you don't need to tank the entire. You don't need to tank the entire U.S. economy for a decade to justify it. There's a lot easier ways to do it.
Fire.
Addie.
Fire. This will be the last. Don't make me put the boots to you.
I'm not trying to. I also have a whiny baby that's kind of
do not blame it on your child either. That is not an excuse I will take. That baby is gorgeous.
Well, I don't know if I'm popping up because of her or me shushing her.
No, you're cutting in on people.
I don't try to. I'm sorry.
But then don't. That's the easiest solution. But you were saying, Addie.
Yeah, you don't tank the largest economy in the world to justify invading a shithole country. You create a fake terrorist attack on, I don't know, some meaningless little boat of the U.S.'s in the Persian Gulf. You don't bring down the economy of the largest city in the U.S. to do it.
Did you look at the insurance that was taken out on those two things before the collapse?
Well,
yeah, multi-billion-dollar insurance policies doesn't matter when you're talking about $1 trillion of economic impact.
Yeah, you do right before it happens.
well, Addie, and let me just pose this as a what if. What if there was a more sinister agenda, such as being able to pass a broad and sweeping
the Patriot Act, one of the most evil things that's ever been inflicted upon the
Yes.
U.S.
That could not have passed without something so catastrophic as 9/11.
Well, yeah, that's a really good question, Doc. Let me give you two answers here.
Okay.
My first answer is, if I were in charge of something like, say, for example, the CIA, and I'm by no means a professional on this, or not even close, I could do a half-assed job much more convincingly than what 9/11 conspiracies claim.
Well, we're not saying
No. But when you're talking about the Patriot Act, you're talking about politicians, and they're blithering idiots. If you think they can plan their way out of a cardboard box,
no, this would give rise to the old shadow government.
You know there was a suit, right?
If you're talking about lawsuits about billions, you're talking about rounding errors when it comes to 9/11.
No, I'm saying there was a suit. It's called the Truthers or something suit. That was done by families of firefighters that were like, hey, we were told nothing's going to happen to them. And then they died because of asbestos.
This is all just... I thought this dream was just like 2 fruits, but it's a bunch of fruit cakes, apparently.
Oh, it's filled with tons of them.
No,
I just like things.
Well, see, and my whole thing with 9/11 is simply there were many things done wrong on that day, but they were done wrong in such a way to be able to allow this to happen. And I think it was for a more sinister cause to get legislation like the Patriot Act passed.
Well, and my response, my response to that would be that...
Can I hop on that real quick, man? Just real quick, because I might help you out. It's kind of like a chicken and the egg question. It's whether, they passed legislation because something bad happened, or whether they fucking did something bad and then passed legislation, because they wanted it to happen. I think it's more along the lines they didn't let a fucking tragedy go to waste.
And I think you're all overthinking this. Because if it comes to invading Iraq or any other country, you take your pick, unless it's a superpower. Almost no real justification needed. Nothing this grand. If you're talking about the Patriot Act, I'm sorry to break it all to you, but the NSA was doing all of that and more to us that was never disclosed publicly, and they're still doing it, and they'll be doing it in the future. So, Patriot Act not required.
But we welcomed it in with open arms. That's the thing.
No, we didn't. No,
yeah,
we really didn't.
You're right, Doc. We welcomed in shit legislation. But that doesn't change the fact that everything that was being gathered before.
Correct. But now, if you take something that's illegal and make it legal, that takes the onus off of it.
They do that. All right. Well, tell me what the fuck happened with Hillary's emails then. What'd they do with that onus? Huh?
That's totally off topic.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not, because that's an onus of making something illegal that's not legal, and then turning it to something legal. Just like it is invading the country, it is blowing up shit, would also be illegal. But they made it legal because of insurance money.
Well, Trump said on many occasions he's just not going to press it forward. He was the winner. They're just not going to deal with the fact that she had a fucking meth lab of a server that had all the classified documents on it.
That she had on her server. That Wiener also had on his laptops, by the way.
Can I bring up something kind of unrelated but kind of related just because it's so goddamn funny?
Okay.
Because you know how funny, like, fragile, frail, falling apart Hillary is on videotape? Like collapsing into it.
Where she's coughing up lungs.
Yeah, you all see that video of Angela Merkel the other day?
Uh-huh.
No, I did not.
Oh, God. If there was ever a just dessert coming to a rotten, dirty wench. She was standing at some official event and she started shaking uncontrollably. It's all on videotape.
Why
and she
does
claimed,
her and wait, Merkel started shaking for no reason too?
What? Who?
Angela Merkel? Her random shaking?
That's what I'm talking about, Angela Merkel. Like just like a
said
day or
that
two ago. I mean, she was like one. She was
married to whatever his name was for England.
She was one step away from convulsing, and the official response after the fact was, "It was hot and I was dehydrated."
Bitch, it was 70 something or 80 something. You're not dehydrated.
It was fantastic. I suggest you all look it up.
I've seen it. She's not dehydrated. That's not dehydration. That's Parkinson's or. To be honest, not even low blood sugar. That's not what's going to happen because I have that because I have hypoglycemia.
Oh, I'd be happy to put that on a loop and just watch it over and over again.
I like seeing her shake. It's hurt and pain, I hope.
Because I would think the Germans would think it would be a new dance.
I think too many of them think it's Kuru.
It is kind of reminiscent of Hitler during his later Parkinson's years.
Oh, you know what that looks like? Also Kuru. I'm just kidding. It's their conspiracy. It's their whole thing with Kuru, with Clinton and whatnot with Kuru, blah, blah, blah with whatnot with Kuru. The whole thing.
Okay, so...
It's funny, but it's a whole thing.
So now we're going to move to Satan.
Oh.
Wait, what's the topic now? I thought we were still on that same one that I was just talking about.
Oh shit! Did we do? Well, I took my Ambien, so I might be getting slower.
Oh God, you took Ambien?
Let's go to Addie.
I don't believe in any of this shit because, like I said, if you were as well financed as government agencies, you would not be this incompetent.
Yeah, but why are they that incompetent? That's the problem, Addie.
I don't know. It was like I was saying earlier. If you put me in charge of the CIA or the NSA or any agency that we haven't heard of, I could do a lot better cover-ups than these, and I'm not claiming to be a professional. So
no, you'd tell people for half of them, and you'd be great for the other half.
This is all a bunch of you're all fruitcakes.
Well,
but we're pretty.
It's an Occam's razor scenario.
Well,
in almost all cases, the simplest solution is the correct one.
Yep.
Well, then you know what my conspiracy that I can't get out of my head.
Elvis
Kennedy.
Well, whatever.
What's your conspiracy?
Whatever. That bullet was a public service, regardless.
Wait, I'm confused.
Kennedy was not killed by a lone gunman.
Well, yeah.
I had a crazy teacher in high school who used to play the kill shot video, the Zapruder film. It
was a great shot if it was what it was.
He played it probably literally over the course of that one class hundreds of times to us. Again, nut cases. Like, what does it matter? What does it matter if the CIA paid the mafia to do it? What does it matter if it was really just one batshit crazy guy? It all amounts to the same thing after the fact.
No, it kind of matters if it was the CIA because that makes kind of a coup.
All right, good God.
Well, he was a bad president, though. There was that.
George Bush was a terrible president.
George
and
Bush,
I never got the
fuck
answer.
him. What was your answer?
I never even got the answer.
Well, I don't know what your question was.
Right. The question was like which which conspiracy theory, you know what I mean, do you fucking like makes you put your tinfoil hat on?
Yeah.
Q makes me think.
Yo, we already kind of like did that. You already said yours like 18 times, right?
Well, I didn't
It's like-
specifically say anything, but I'm
Go,
going to say,
Peanut,
yeah,
go.
Q makes me confused.
Right. But like, yeah, you know, Building 7 is most definitely questionable to me. Just, you know, I mean, the other two World Trade Centers, like, you know, that whole nonsense of like steel can't melt or whatever the case might be, is nonsense.
Q talks about that if you want to hear it.
Yo, I don't care about you.
Well,
Fire.
then,
Fire.
mine encompasses all of it.
Hey, Fire.
Eh.
You know I love you, but you're being sloppy drunk. Stop being sloppy.
I haven't even drank. That's a problem. I'm just tired.
If this is really just tired, oh my god.
I have been a long time without sleep. A long time.
So Pinoid.
Right. Building 7 makes you question things, and atrazine, like that fucking turn the frauds gay thing, yo, legit, man. Like, I buy into that shit. I think that's why we have so many fucking trans people all of a sudden.
It's not. No, it's glyphosate. That's caused a lot of cancer and shit.
Oh my god, no, glyphosate. Yo, I'm talking about atrazine. You know what atrazine is?
Too.
Do you know what atrazine is?
It mimics estrogen. I got it.
Yes, which causes males to turn into what?
Females. All right, now what does glyphosate do? It causes horrible amounts of cancer. Now what do we have right now? Lots of cancer.
We've always had lots of cancer. That's just part of life. We've had cancer
We
since
have a lot
ancient
more
Egypt.
cancer. All right.
No, we have a lot more people.
What about children?
What about children? Yeah, we have a lot more people and inbreeding because, like, yo, there's so many people who are all related to each other. You know what I mean? And nobody knows it. Like, yo, no, because, like, yo, you started off, like, what? You started off, yo, quiet a second. You started off at the beginning of the century with 100 million people, right? And now we have 330 million people inside of this country, right? They all didn't come from overseas. They came from more people breeding here.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that the 100 that was here turned into the 300 that is here because of not inbreeding? Or because of inbreeding with other people?
No, because, like, yo, everybody's related, but you all just have different last names, so you don't really look at it that way.
I don't think you know how immigration works.
I know exactly how immigration works. You know what I mean? Like, I'm part of the immigration.
You're an Italian immigrant. You know what? Just like I am. Fuck off. Jesus.
Like, I swear to God.
You're always like, you're Italian, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I know how immigration works. Like, yo, I understand how immigration works, but, like, they all got here in the 1920s. Like, I understand we've been adding a certain amount of population every year, you know what I'm saying, from immigration. Like, I cover this on a regular basis on my channel. You know what I mean? But, like, the reality is like the amount of individuals you've added in doesn't really count up to the amount of people who already are breeding while they're here. So, like, yo, there's a lot of inbreeding going on that, you know what I mean, like, it's kind of like third and fourth and fifth cousins and shit. So you're going to end up with a lot of birth defects. And then on top of that, the average age of a female now who's having kids is over the age of 30. So you're going to have more cancers and problems and free radicals inside of systems. It's a basic thing.
You do realize that essentially once you get to about third cousins, like the chances of birth defects goes to about 0.000%, right?
I think that once you reach the point of third cousins, you're not talking about inbreeding. Or, well, maybe even second cousins.
Well, no, second cousins. There's a small chance. It's there, but it's a small chance. Like you're talking about like point 0.5 or whatever. But like over enough fucking samples, like over a big enough sample size, that's a shit ton of fucking people. But like once you get to third cousins, you're fucking zero goddamn birth defects. Period. Like that shit doesn't happen with third cousins. And you're talking about like fourth or fifth cousins? No, like that's not inbreeding, dude.
I don't think anyone considers that inbreeding.
Well, that's what Pino was just talking about. He was talking
Well,
about.
I'm not like considering it motherfucking like full inbreeding like his first cousins and shit, but you're not gonna pretend it like fucking, you don't have like fucking problems inside of your fucking population when you have like that. You're not gonna have issues inside of the population when they all come from like one thing. You're gonna have defects come through. Like that's just part of fucking, with this many motherfucking people and shit fucking who are all related at one point, they're gonna end up having that happen. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be talking outside of my head.
Yeah.
I'm more willing to admit that.
I'll take that bet every day.
All day long, baby. See that? But yeah, like Building 7. And about every United States fucking war since like the Spanish War, or really the Civil War, got started off with some dumbass conspiracy theory that wasn't real.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I agree with Pinoid. I just heard that Civil War did not start off the way it should, and I just got back.
Fucking when Abraham Lincoln wanted fucking like the war to start, fucking he did exactly at Fort Sumter what they said would cause the goddamn war.
Yeah, it wasn't about the slaves, just saying.
It was about the slaves, but that's not the point. The reason the war got started wasn't some random event. It wasn't a random ass event and shit that started.
Yeah, no, they weren't the main point either. Sadly.
Well, they kind of were. They kind of really were.
Mildly, but not really, considering it was only 4% of the South population, and the Italian and the Irish immigrants built most of the railroads, so that was mine.
Well, the Chinese built most of the railroads.
It was actually more Italian.
All right. We'll give some land to the niggers and the chinks, but we don't want the Irish.
Wow, why not the Irish? We should deserve some. You know we've been working on all these fucking railroads and shit. You don't even care.
Like, honestly, like, those signs should not have said Irish need not apply. They should have said Irish need not alive.
To be honest, the Irish were less worth than the Africans.
I'm apparently part Irish. Don't know which part. Maybe my little toe.
That's where you do the good fellows.
It's your damn alcohol tolerance, and it sucks.
That's when you do the good fellows part. Only the good part is Irish.
Is there actually a difference between like fucking what Mr. Cheeks is and Irish people?
What?
Cheeks, butt cheeks, blue. Is there actually a difference between what you are and Irish people? Because I thought everybody who lived in that weird ass fucking British island colony thing was all fucking Irish.
Well, look, you could fit the entire UK and Texas with room to spare.
No. You gotta watch out the
main difference is you can understand me at the moment, can't you?
Yeah, sort of. Afghanistan does it.
Irish people, you're lucky if you can hear the word tea.
That was a very solid point, by the way, Blue.
Alfred's probably going to kill me.
Yeah, how about this one? But I still have no fucking idea what you are.
I don't know either.
Are you asking? Are you asking Blue for pronouns?
No, I have no idea. Like what fucking part of non-commie America she's from.
She's from more commie the UK.
The northeast of England.
Yes, I am somewhere within that section of the UK.
How's the communist going?
Don't know. Quite frankly, don't care. I used to get shit ton of notifications from my sister, but now she's blocking me. I won't get 50+ notifications within half an hour. And that is not an exaggeration.
I'm telling
Oh,
you,
God.
Blue. I'm telling you, Blue. Keep her keeping you blocked for as long as possible.
Oh. Okay, well, I am right now smoking my final cigarette. So, any wrap ups that you guys would like to do on this topic?
I'm walking in a mud puddle.
Miserable.
Let me know when I can go.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm gonna say I have to go take care of a tiny child. She is wiggling but not crying, but that means she wants a diaper change. So I'm gonna go for now.
Okay, well,
Talk to everybody.
please feel free and chill.
I have nothing to show other than my husband's stream that's every night from 7:30 to 9:30 is the beginning until he can go, and then he has to go to work in the morning on Twitch, TTV Rust.
And if you have the ability, you can throw the link on the watch page.
I'll do that.
Okay, Cat, is that enough affection? Now go fuck off. No, seriously, go fuck off.
Never enough for the cat.
Okay.
You know that.
So we can fire this up. We can start the ads for others. And we went right to left last time, so we're going left to right. That brings us first to Blue Penguin.
Yes.
Please shill.
Well, I post things on Twitter, potentially of questionable varieties. I have a YouTube channel, which I'm thinking of doing art streams on. And I do commissions. I just need to sort prices out again, because my friend says I did it wrong.
Oops.
Blue, by the way, is a lovely artist.
Ooh, Blue, I'd like to see your art.
I will have to send you some.
Thank you. Who started playing music?
And for that matter, by the way, Fire is also a lovely artist.
Thank you. I try. I need to get my tablet onto here, and like I said, my hard drive on the computer died, so I have a catch up to do with my art commissions. Considering I lost them all, but I have a 500 gig SD to install, so all your commissions will be caught up as soon as I get whatever I did last.
All righty.
And my God, Fire, for not having drank, you're wasted.
So
I'm just sad. That's not wasted. That's sad. I lost about 700 gigs of data. Right.
So then we'll move to gaming and yelling. Gaming. Gaming, goddammit.
He's moving chairs?
On a side note, I've put my YouTube channel link thing in the chat.
Yep. So
No, gaming is almost certainly having gay sex right now.
Probably.
Oh, chairs. It sounds like chairs.
Okay.
Well, either gay sex or cooking pork chops. That's
Well, at least he's got tile, because I hate carpet, so congrats.
Well then, we'll get back to him then.
Oh, sounds violent.
Fire.
No, you already asked Fire.
Did I?
No, he didn't ask.
No.
But...
Fire should be next in the stream here. Or
What?
So please feel free.
After when she said she had some place to go, she said she had to go take care of her kid, and they were like, "Well, you should chill first."
No, I put my kid on my tit, so she's fine. What's up?
Okay, so please feel free and chill yourself out.
Oh, I have Nothing other than my husband roasted salt at ttv.com, which is Twitch. So if you want to watch him play Dead by Daylight, he does it every night. Unless he works until like 9 p.m.
I'm not crazy, am I? I'm not crazy, Addy. Am I crazy?
No, this all happened before.
Okay. I'm just making sure, man. Like I thought my brain stopped working or something.
Somehow I've been drinking for 9 hours and I'm the sober one here.
Oh no, my brain's on Ambien, so it stopped working. But
yeah, I bet that one, doctor. Ooh, I've had that. Now I'm just tired because I haven't slept in about 38 hours. So, what I missed?
Like 3 days worth of playing Pokemon Emerald that I managed once.
Okay, well.
Did I miss something?
Let's no, not at all. We'll go with Pinoid next.
Man, look, I'm Tom Peace. All right, everybody already knows what it is that I do when I do it, how the hell I do things. But Tom Peace called 2 strikes on this channel. So that means I have to crash on motherfucking Excel's couch. So currently, we're running motherfucking Pinoy live from the Gulf City Excel Guerrilla News Network. Right? So, you do me a favor there, come over, watch us do whatever it is that we do on Thursday nights at 9:30. I'll also be running the church there and dropping my content there, throughout the week. It's appreciated. Anybody comes over and subs, because like legit, I have a 2,000 sub channel that I cannot touch at all. I can't even send out a message to tell people where I'm going to be at. YouTube is fucking the shit out of me.
Does Excel still play, like,
Yes.
Overwatch?
Yes.
Okay, I can be his.
Are you in my Discord server?
I don't know, but I am the whatever the bitch name is, the shield lady. I didn't play Overwatch much, but I know I was good at it because everybody kept saying I was good, and I also got to play with the game, so I should do it again.
I'm in your Discord server,
Okay.
Oh well, if you're in the Discord, if you're in the Discord server, like where Excel is, then you can talk to him and ask him about playing Overwatch. He usually plays on the Nights of the Coffee Table now because I'm using his channel. Because it already kind of has some of my subs on it to begin with. But yeah, man, we're trying to get that motherfucker built up a little bit. What up?
Gotcha. I'll just shoot a message to him and see if I can play on your channel. I don't think I'd help too much, but I play the shield lady. I can't remember the names because I didn't play much, and I just did okay, so that works.
And
Pinoid, everyone else, I'm putting the Pinoid's current channel in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you. I can't do it right now. I'm busy working.
Okay, and that brings us to Satan and Satire.
All right, guys, if you want to see a channel at its absolute peak, it will never get better than it is right now because I cannot post anything on this channel, right? See, because YouTube is on some bullshit, and like I got this 2,000 sub channel where I can't post anything. So right now, it's at the best it'll ever be because I can't ruin it by me talking on it. So you want to sub? You want to sub to the channel? I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. Ooh, this channel right now, so good.
Are you literally all restricted?
I'm not.
No, he just talking reckless because he's mad that he's a gumbo.
Well, see, no, I was wondering because that can happen where you're completely restricted. And that sucks,
no, I take every opportunity I can to take a shot at Pinoid because it's Pinoid.
I understand that too. I love you, Pinoid.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, he's a turd, so I love him. They're kind of funny. He makes me giggle, even though I disagree with a lot. He makes me laugh.
I don't have anything to actually show, so I don't care about my Twitter or my YouTube.
Okay.
You don't have anything?
Well, there you go then. And last but not least, Addie.
Oh.
Oh?
It sound like you.
I'm moving metal around, man. I'm working.
Okay.
I have nothing. Although I will just say, Doc, what we're trading around in DMs before this stream started. If you have enough consciousness left in you after this is done, I would like to talk to you about that.
Okay. Yeah. I've switched over to Tootsie Pops. So.
Well, I've been on whiskey the entire time.
Yeah. That basically keeps my sanity, keeps me focused because it's lemon Tootsie Pop. That's
Addie, can I reach you on Discord?
What did you just say? Can you reach around?
No.
Oh, good,
Gus
because that
can,
was
but can I
weird.
reach you on Discord?
Can you reach me on Discord?
Yes.
Obviously, you always have.
I'm making sure I have a dog asleep on my butt. It's kind of uncomfortable.
okay.
I'm not used to being on the futon.
So hey, let's hit the home stretch here. If you didn't know, Cadunt's Twitter and her YouTube are located down in the descriptor, as well as my stuff. Like when we do no context tweets, right there's the link to go to my Twitter. Of course, Streamlabs, if you want to compete for the Intergender Championship belt, right there's the place to find it out. Or if you like what I do, if you enjoy the content and want to support me a little bit, I'm okay with that. Go ahead and throw a little stipend my way, a dowry on your entertainment. And of course, my Patreon's there as well. That's my booze budget for the month. So, by helping out on the Patreon, you're not a patron to me. You're an enabler. And I thank you for that. Now, I did not see... Oh, no, I don't have to do it because Gulf City Outlaw is over playing Red Dead with Joker and Byron. So I'll just say I do also have a TeePublic store. It's got Medicare merchandise. It's got Insomnia Ramble Stream merchandise. It's got Doctor On Call merchandise. And it's got a couple shirts that I think are funny. So if you want to support me, it's nice to throw money and actually get something back for it. But with that, I would like to thank everyone who was on stream this evening. That includes Ichabod Orange, Sparky, Sir Adamantine, Penoid, I Don't Want to Adult Anymore, Gaming and Yelling, Satan and Satire, and Blue Penguin. And not just the people who entertained in the stream, the people in the chat are pretty damn entertaining too. So I thank you guys for stopping around. And who knows, if you've got a hot take, then who knows, one night we might be able to get you in here. And you can have fun with all these other miscreants talking about things that make no sense and essentially is all about rambling. So, from my... coming up on next Tuesday, we'll be talking to Christopher Thomas, otherwise known as Disky Fringo. He runs a lot of charity streams online, and this is probably going to be a very good interview. A little bit of behind the scenes, how it works and why he's working it. But let's close this out by thanking my magical, mystical, malevolent, malicious, and masterful, and manicotti-loving co-host Kadad, and myself, Doc Griffin. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this evening, and if you would do me just one favor, leave the money on the dresser. Bye.